Yeah, but I'm calling you. You're not picking up.
You're not picking up. You didn't pick it up.
You're not picking up. Yes.
Pick up the phone when I was calling, and I was calling you all the time. And don't pick up
Okay,
the
sorry, sir.
phone.
I was busy. I'm in the studio. I was busy. That's why. Okay.
So I was calling you, and I want to pick you up. I not picking up the phone.
Oh, okay, okay. Sorry. Sorry. All right. I'm going on Star Radio now. Okay. I'll call you back later. When I finish, I'll call you back. Okay. I'm going on the studio now. Okay.
Daddy, we found your other phone.
Okay, okay. All right. I'll call you guys back. I'm live now.
Okay.
All right.
Mr. Okay. Why did you come back?
I'll call you back. I'll call you later. All right. I'm in the studio now. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye. Love you. Àwọn ọmọ òdua ni. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí bí a ti ṣe ń palẹ̀mọ́ sílẹ̀ fún Star Radio. A máa darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn ní in 5 minutes. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ kóòtù òjíire níbikíbi tí gbogbo wa gbé wà ní gbogbo àgbáyé. À ń sọ pé kò gbọ́dọ̀ sú wa o, kò dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀ wá. Àwa náà ni ẹ̀yin ni a máa bá ní gbogbo ìgbà. Èní níjọ́ Wednesday níbi tí a ti máa ẹjọ́ nígbà tá a bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò yẹn mo fẹ́ gba call lórí Star Radio. Tẹ́ bá ti pè ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé orí Star Radio ni à ń pè sí. Ẹ jẹ́ kí yẹn máa yé wa nígbà tí a bá máa fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò yẹn. Ó kù díẹ̀ a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí darapọ̀ mọ́ but preparation náà ti ń lọ ní ẹ̀yìn. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí níbikíbi tí Elédùmarè bá ní ká wà. Kò ń ṣàsìkò tí a máa give up láwa yìí, kò dẹ̀ ń ṣe àsìkò eré. Ẹ má bínú gbogbo iná rẹ̀ máa rí kámẹ́rà mi later torí pé tí bá ti pe studio but for now ẹ jẹ́ kí n kàn tán ẹ jẹ́ ká kàn tán ilé iná pending the time tí a máa wá fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò ká ṣe máa rójú mi bẹ́ẹ̀. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí o, ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́, ẹ káalẹ́, ẹ kú ìyálẹ́ta àbí báwo la ṣe máa ń sọ àpò Yorùbá ní èdè tó dùn jù ní gbogbo àgbáyé fún gbogbo àwa tí a bá mọ̀ pé ìran wa gbọ́dọ̀ dá dúró. Kò ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ló mọ̀ pé ìran Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ dá dúró. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá mi ò tí gbàgbọ́ pé ó ti di dandan pé kíran Yorùbá kó dá dúró lọ́kàn ara wọn bí ìgbà tá a bá ní ká sì wà nínú Nàìjíríà. Tí Nàìjíríà kúkú ń ṣe fún wọn èmi ò mọ̀ o, bí atẹ́yìn bá mọ̀ ẹ lè sọ fún wa torí pé àwa mọ̀ pé Nigeria is a shit hole. Tó bá ń sọ pé ìlú tó shit hole jù ní gbogbo àgbáyé, Nigeria is exactly one country that is a shit hole. Kò ṣàǹfààní kankan. Tá bá lọ wo headline, ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi headline kan wọ̀nyí. Àwọn ọmọ 39 ni wọ́n jí gbé ní Katsina State. 39 ọmọ ni wọ́n jí gbé. Then start ti mixlr rẹ̀ náà. Okay, mo ti start. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí mixlr. 39 children kidnapped in Katsina. 39 children. Odindi 39 adẹ̀nà nílùú. Ṣé ìlú ní ẹ? Ó wá kàmàmà ó lẹ́kẹ̀kẹ́. Elédùmarè jọ̀ọ́ à ń bẹ̀ ni state. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa, gbogbo àwa tí à ń fẹ́ kíran Yorùbá kó nísinmi torí pé nísinmi o, kò sísinmi kankan nínú ìlú burúkú jágbajàgba tó ń pè ní Nàìjíríà yẹn, kò sísinmi. Ojoojúmọ́ wàhálà ni, ìdààmú ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá pe lélẹ̀ ní wàhálà ìdààmú, kò síyàn kankan tó ń jọrọ ìlú burúkú yẹn. So ẹ̀yin ọmọ kóòtù òjíire, ẹ̀yin ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjíire, 2023 òun kọ́ ló máa solve problem wa o. ẹ jẹ́ kí a pín ẹ̀ka alẹ́ ìyá wa Pastor mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa tẹ́ tí ń wọlé a máa darapọ̀ mọ́ studio láìpẹ́ yìí ok wọ́n ti ní kí n pè wọlé akọ̀run àwọn pé studio oríṣiríṣi preparation ká tó kún ètè ká tó kún gbá eléyìí ò dẹ̀ ń ṣe ti Koiki Media so tí bá ti wọnú ẹ̀ a lè máa ṣe irú àwọn tá a máa ń ṣe lórí studio ti tèmi tí mo lè máa kún ètè torí pé Starr Radio gbogbo àgbáyé ló ti ń wò ó bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gbogbo àgbáyé ló ti ń wo Koiki Media but presentation wa máa ń yàtọ̀ nígbà tí bá ti wà nínú studio àti tí bá wà nínú studio tọ̀dọ̀ tèmi so n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí o ẹ jẹ́ ká wọnú agbani ètò yẹn lọ a máa láǹfààní àti pè wọlé studio number nìkan ni o studio number ni so ẹ jẹ́ kó yé wa bẹ́ẹ̀ òfin tó bá fẹ́ pè wọlé lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí ètò bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ let's enjoy it. Something is not right. I hope everything will go smoothly. It's not easy. The band needs so many connections. So it's never easy, but call on Jacko easy for. Let's call them again. Okay.
We proud ourselves with the best radio show. Welcome. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And a very good evening and welcome once again to Starr Radio UK. It is the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. I'd like to say good evening to all our listeners and viewers from around the world, and we hope that we met you well just as we left you last week. Quite a lot to discuss again this evening, the 2nd of November, the first program of the month, as we begin, the analysis again, as we've done in the past, as we continue to review, the upcoming, events, especially, as Nigeria is facing quite a lot as we speak right now. My name is Olami Koiki, and I'd like to say good evening to my producer, Mr. Frank David, and Mr. Archie Amon, and the rest of the team that are working behind the scene every Wednesday. My name is Olami Koiki, and I will be, your host tonight, taking you through everything you need to know. We are also joined by our sister, station that are also, transmitting, the same program. I'd like to say good evening to all our viewers that have joined us, on the platform there as well. This evening, there's a lot to discuss, and there's a lot that we like to share, with everyone as well. We saw, the president of Nigeria traveling out of Nigeria as usual. Someone that refused to fix the healthcare system, but would rather take the healthcare system in the United Kingdom. Some of what we're going to be discussing tonight as well. The question again is, on who is the safety of our children? When we look at the situation in the last almost 48 hours, going to 72 hours, when we have the news of the terrible the terrible death of, Davido, and Chioma as well. So many Nigerians die on regular basis. But the question is, who mourn those children? As we speak right now, we have 39 children that are currently in the hands of the terrorists as we speak right now, but no one is making a lot of noise about it. So do we now say that the children of the rich is different from the children of an average Nigerian? These are all what we're going to be discussing. Also, the update coming from the self-determination, the Biafra, and the Yoruba, and the rest of the indigenous people that are asking that question: who truly is a Nigerian, and why should we keep Nigeria, knowing fully well that Nigeria is not, who we are? So, gbogbo eléyìí la máa sọ ní àṣálẹ́ yìí, for our beautiful Yoruba listeners, in our own local beautiful dialect known as Yoruba. The Yorubas have been in existence for thousands of years until the Western power, came into, that part of the globe, and a lot of things have changed. We've been told that our outfit is not the best. Our language is not something we should be proud of. So we have all end up speaking English rather than speaking our own local language. Orúkọ mi ni Ọláyọmí Kóìkì, tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ sí Kóìkì, àti gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa ní gbogbo àgbáyé. Alẹ́ yìí, ó tún jẹ́ alẹ́ tí a tún máa láǹfààní àti bára wa sọ òtítọ́ ọ̀rọ̀, àti pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tí wọ́n ń sọ pé ká mú Nàìjíríà, ká má lọ, ká dúró sínú Nàìjíríà, pé Nàìjíríà gangan ni ó lè yanjú gbogbo rògbòdìyàn tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Agbọ́n tí Ọmọyẹlé Sowore tó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, àwọn kan sọ pé Nàìjíríà náà láti wà. For thousands of years, we've been, in Nigeria for over 108 years rather, but Nigeria has not really given us our full potential as indigenous people. 5 minutes past 6 p.m. local time in London, and once again, it is your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. There's going to be a phone call in later on, where we will take some of your calls, and we can all ask the question, that we have on the table again tonight. There is a lot on the table I want to discuss about, but one thing is, who should be held responsible, especially when we have, a very young minor like, Chioma and Davido's son that died. That is number one. Who also is responsible, to almost 39 children kidnapped from the farm, and yet the government is not looking for them. The government is no longer responsible. We have the president that is currently out of the country, right here in UK, and I'll be giving you that image when the engineer brings the image of the President Muhammadu Buhari as he was arriving, from the, Nigerian Air Force, carrier that brought him to London. And a lot of people are now asking the question, is it the way we're going to continue to deny ourselves that a president leave the country for medical treatment? He has not even officially handed over properly, to, the vice president, Yemi Osinbajo. So that literally means that President Muhammadu Buhari has run out of the country without doing the proper needed, what he needs to do. The president left, as you can see there, behind you on that image on our background. The president arrived in the UK, and according to, some of his media aid, we're talking about Femi Adesina. I'm going to be telling you what exactly Femi Adesina said regarding the president. President Muhammadu Buhari left in a hurry, to UK. We are not sure what is wrong with him, and he has kept that hidden for almost 7 years. Nobody knows the kind of illness the president have, whether it is a terminal illness, whether it is something that is treatable. We understand his old age, but the question is, for how long Nigerians are going to be deceived, when it comes to, president not telling us exactly what is wrong with him. And if the president is not strong enough, why has it not left, the power to somebody else? Why has the president, hold on to the power? And that is the question a lot of Nigerians are asking. Since President Muhammadu Buhari came to office, he has actually traveled to London, so many times, for treatment. And sometimes we ask the question, what is wrong with him? And ìbéèrè tí mo tún bi gbogbo alálẹ̀ ni pé irú àìsàn wo gan ló ń ṣe President Muhammadu Buhari tó fi di pé ìlú ọba London ni ó ti wá ń gba treatment ẹ̀. Let me take you through some of the headlines 2 days ago when, President Muhammadu Buhari, traveled out of Nigeria. According to Premium Times, Buhari off to London for medical checkup. And likewise, President Muhammadu Buhari, according to Punch, travels to London for medical checkup. And my question is, for how long should we all live in denial? Living in denial in the sense that everybody knows that, the president is not, doing a lot, but yet everyone is not saying much as well. Once again, for the benefit of those of you that are watching us, bear with us. We have, our sister broadcast that is also transmitting, and it seems the signal is a bit delayed. So we can now say that everybody is now fully into the broadcast. Nígbà tí ẹ bá pè, ìbéèrè tí a máa bi yín fún gbogbo èyí tí ẹ bá dá sí orí ètò data nígbà tí ẹ bá pè wọlé ni pé irú àìsàn wo gan ló ń ṣe President Muhammadu Buhari tí kò sọ fún gbogbo àwọn ará ìlú. The president continued to travel for medical treatment, and yet more Nigerians could not even have access to the basic health care in country called Nigeria. For 62 years, we've not been able to build, the necessary facilities, the infrastructure to help Nigerians. And likewise, so many Nigerians have died because of the negligence of a very bad healthcare system. Once again, as President Muhammadu Buhari is now officially here in United Kingdom, we don't know where he is. He's somewhere in any of the hospitals across the UK, whether in Scotland, in Wales, or in England. But we do know that the presidential aircraft is right here in London, while the president, will be receiving treatment. How many times have President Muhammadu Buhari, traveled to London, for medical, checkup? I'm going to give you all those, statistics as well. We know that President Muhammadu Buhari actually, got to office in 2015. And since 2015, he has been traveling to London for the same reason, for medical treatment. I'm asking the question, who is actually, still believing that we have a country? If the president of a country is running away from his responsibility, if the president of the country is actually running away from his own responsibility, who am I then, to face, the consequence and the dilemma of, the healthcare system? The president is running away, and nobody's saying anything, right? So the president is running away, is not in Nigeria. Nigerians are not saying much. And I'm asking the question, who should we hold responsible? This is your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London.
This is Starr Radio UK. This is Starr Radio UK. In your car, at work, at home, on your smartphone. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7. In your car, at work, at home, on your smartphone.
Starr Radio UK, I come onto the air every Wednesday, and when I come on air, we discuss issues affecting Nigerians and the indigenous people. I can now give you some timeline of how many days the president have not been in office. We don't know the kind of illness. Àmọ́ àìsàn tó ṣe, bóyá kó lápálápá ni, bóyá ó sick ni, irú àìsàn wo gan ló ń ṣe President Muhammadu Buhari tí wọ́n fi jẹ́ kí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀. According to my record that I have in front of me, and that record is something I want to share with every single one of you. By the second week, and this is the numbers of days that Buhari has traveled out of Nigeria for medical treatment in London. According to August 4th, 2021, that's about a year ago, President Muhammadu Buhari have left Nigeria for 200 days. 200 days that is so important, even though Nigerians can argue that the president have the right for a good medical treatment. And nobody denies that. But our question is, why should the president Okay, I think we lost the broadcast there. If I need a bit of time to resolve that, I'm sure that is going to sort out, on the other side. It seems there was a network glitch, and then we're going to go back again to the studio. Okay, we're having some network glitch back to the studio. Bear with us, those of you that are watching us and those that are listening. We are having, some network glitch back to the studio. Again, this is Starr Radio UK, stroke our own platform where we are connecting to the studio as we continue to wait for the studio to pick back the signal. I say good evening to those of you that have joined us so far. Okay, still a bit of a problem. Not sure why, but we have to wait and see what could be the problem. There might be no sorry, we can't bring anybody into the broadcast. Those of you on Instagram. Let's see what is going on tonight. All right. Some bit of technical problem there. Not sure what is going on, but I have to wait and see. It seems the whole broadcast is down from the studio. It is a bit delayed now. Showing Starr Radio is offline. Let's see. It might be known there's a bit of delay, so Kashima will confirm. I'm not sure what is happening back in the studio. It's part of the problem with connection sometimes. Bounce or lay back in the studio on the other side. Okay, and it seems we are back on again. Okay, there is a problem somewhere, and we are going to resolve that problem. So for now, let's just keep going in now. System shut, going in now. 10 minutes, please. Okay. All right. Samonekwa is on. Let's watch Samonekwa for now. Let's watch Samonekwa while we're waiting for the Starr Radio to come back in 10 minutes. There is a bit of delay from Starr Radio. I better continue analysis on traveling of Boko Haram. Yeah, more start because Mundoki Starr Radio pada. I think they're rebooting the system in the studio. I think they're on Zoom. Zoom.
Right. Good evening.
That's Simon Ekpa there.
And welcome to this particular conference for Biafra,
okay,
all over the world, for those Biafrans seeking for international protection. And why we are having this first ever Biafra asylum seekers conference and orientation is because it has become imperative for those of you that are seeking for protection in different and various countries that we know what and what
a bit of
you need to know, especially as concerns this
I think you have crew helping you in that. Yeah.
We understand that
I'm just waiting for the signal to come back to me.
Do not actually understand how the
technology
application
sometimes
for
could be
the international
frustrating.
protection works. And then also, we understand that some of you do not understand why you are being denied. Some of you that are being rejected and application is being denied, even when you know you have real, you are facing real risk, and there is real fear of being persecuted or even killed when you go back to Nigeria. So the reason why, like I explained previously, the reason why this is being streamed live is because it is part of creating the awareness
So
for the global
creating awareness to the global
power.
community,
You
global power.
understand that if Nigeria, which they have not listed as one of the crisis zone, among the crisis
Àwọn
zones,
Biafra nìyẹn
they
conference
should
náà ń ṣe o
start, to
live
consider
conference
doing that.
èní ni o
Because
live
Nigeria
conference
today
of Biafra
is one
asylum
of the
seekers.
most unsafe place on the planet. So
Báwa náà ṣe sá káàkiri àwọn náà sá káàkiri o àwọn àti ìbò
in
àtàwọn
this
sá díẹ̀
legal
díẹ̀.
field, we continue to wonder why is it that when somebody comes from Nigeria, he or she is not regarded as somebody coming from a crisis zone. Nigeria is a crisis zone, and but have not been listed.
Wọ́n ní listed
of the
ọba tó ṣe ìgbà tá kì í ṣe
very,
òyìnbó
very important.
tó bá jẹ́ pé òyìnbó ni wọ́n ní sí ìdánwò máa listed ní kíákíá ìgbà tá àdé ṣe òyìnbó
It's,
so wọ́n ní listed àwọn ìkà
and you need to
àwọn òyìnbó ìkà àwọn òyìnbó tó mọ tó ń ṣe.
on how to present yourself, your cases,
So àwa tí adẹ̀ tí
your
mo ta
story,
fẹ́.
and what have you. So it is very, very important that this particular program today. I want to inform you all today that this is not easy task. This is not going to be very, very easy. But with by the grace of God and by the special grace of God, we are all going to, succeed in what we are going to do today. I want to also remind some of you here that the issue of international protection is something that has to do with, confidential. Is a confidential issue, and as that, whatever you do, whatever you say about yourself, about your case,
èèyàn kàn ní gbà wá kankan sílẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni eléré bó ní àwọn òyìnbó yẹn.
Some of you here may not be talking about yourself. You may
ẹni
not
bá
be
dúró pé
talking
òyìnbó kan ló wá fún wa lómìnira
because it's about you.
irọ́ ńlá òyìnbó kan fẹ́ fi ẹrú ẹ̀ lẹ̀ a ṣe wà nílùú wọn tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ó tẹ́ wọn lọ́rùn over 1,000 doctors ló ti fi Nàìjíríà sílẹ̀. Mò ń ka lédi náà nísìnyí àwọn Canada náà wọ́n need more Nigerians their shortage of staff. Tẹ́ bá ti short of staff lọ́mọ máa pé kẹ́ wá gba visa. Ìyẹn wá lọ ṣe iṣẹ́ kúrú níbẹ̀ for 20 years 30 years ìyẹn ni wọ́n lè padà lọ́lé. It makes sense now. Yóò sọ fáwọn èèyàn wọ́n ní ká shut up. Ẹ̀kọ́ fọ́lọ̀ flag wa ti délé. But kí ọkọ máa ti pè wá because there is a lot of work to do. So ànígbà kọ́ kan pé ẹni kankan bá pè wá. Everybody ìwọ̀nba tó délé àmọ́ wa tó ṣe máa jábọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. But please do not call me and say Mr. Koiki ẹran wa létí flag wa. Gbogbo àwọn tó yẹ kó gba flag àti ní details wọn àwọn tó dẹ̀ yẹ kó gbà tí wọ́n ti gbà tẹ́lẹ̀ àmọ̀ wọn. So ká kọ́kọ́ fún àwọn tí wọ́n ti gbà. So bó ṣe jẹ́ rí ẹ̀ alágbára náà àgbìyànjú gbogbo àná la máa rí gbà
So
bàbá kò ṣe sùúrù ni.
It is very, very imperative that some of you
kí owó
know
ẹ̀jẹ̀ ti wà lórí program pẹ̀lú wa
it has
láṣàlẹ̀
become important that we go through the line for the very first time in the history of this Biafra struggle. We are going to have such thing. And then also, I want to also use this opportunity to inform everyone the Biafra government in Ezra, is taking
ní ká
that
kúrò ní Nàìjíríà
responsibility
àwọn kan nínú
of
Nàìjíríà yìí ká wà lọ
introductory note,
kò ṣe kó gbádùn Nàìjíríà yẹn ìyá náà ló ń jẹun.
for every Biafran.
Africa Confidential good evening my brother mo ṣe ń ka comment ẹ̀ka lẹ́yà mi Grace Adébíyì
Biafra government in Ezra,
Isaac Akinyemi
nobody is going to
ìyá mi Ọ̀jọ́ra mọ́mi ẹ̀ka lẹ́mọ̀ Lanre Azan Ikinyan.
So this information is very, very important so that
àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó ṣe program náà
somebody will tell
ní
you go to come
Àkúrẹ́.
and bring money for the
We are all just trying our best
you report that because
and
nobody
we
is
must not be
collecting money.
tired.
The Biafra government in
Àti wà ní
Ezra
last lap.
take the responsibility.
We need a lot of prayers. We need a lot of
to do that, and
planning.
they are not collecting money, and
We
nobody
need a
should
lot
collect
of
money
people
from you.
to do different
Unlike
things.
before, when
Èyí tẹ́mi bá ṣe tẹ́ bá fi pé a ṣe dáadáa ẹ̀yin náà gbé láti bẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ mute Simon Nepa kakọ́ máa gbọ́ ti ká máa wo fídíò ẹ̀. Thank you so much Adéjùwọ̀n Adébáyọ̀ thank you so much. So so èyí tẹ́mi ò bá ṣe ẹ jẹ́ kẹ́lòmíì ṣe ẹ tí ṣe eléyìí ni ká ṣe ìmọ̀ràn báyìí everybody ló ní idea kò sẹ́ni tó wàláì kò sẹ́ni tó lá idea gbogbo idea yẹn náà rẹ̀ ló dáa but responsibility gbogbo wa ni o gbogbo wa la idea wa dáa but ẹ wá fi wá gbé idea yẹn pé káwa la execute ẹlòmíì á pè má kọ́ máa rẹ́rìn ni Mr. Koiki àwọn ní idea gbogbo èèyàn náà ló ní the flag so ìwọ̀nba tó délé náà la máa pín so ẹni tó bá rí gbà fine ẹni tó bá rí gbà kò ní bínú but we are busy at the moment so I don't want anybody to even disturb us with a lot of flag here. Buhari sá lọ sí London nísìn àmọ́rọ́ àìsàn tó ń ṣe dead or alive. I'm not sure what's going on with Starr Radio tonight. Let's start again. Looks like we're having a very technical glitch tonight. We're having some technical glitch. Not there is signal, Rara. Let me go and check Starr Radio page. So, you know, how come I parọ́ fún wa? Nàìjíríà máa da, Nàìjíríà máa da. Orí pé Nàìjíríà máa da. Ìkan náà fámílì mi kan àgbàlagbà ni wọ́n ti sin wọ́n ní àná kan ni Yaba Tech lára àwọn gbòógì lecturer ni torí Nàìjíríà máa da náà ni at least he died at a very old age kọlọ́ba fọ̀rọ̀ kẹ́wọ̀n Nàìjíríà máa da orí ẹni gbogbo á jókòó sí o àwọn èèyàn kú ní méjì mẹ́ta lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan àwọn ọmọ 39 ni wọ́n jí gbé ní Katsina àwọn Nigerians ò pariwo a sọ pé ọmọ kan ò dájú kan lọ ọmọ Davido ṣaláìsí nísìn gbogbo àgbáyé bígbà tẹ́ kó tí o 39 children mo fún yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan 39 ọmọ 39 ló wà lọ́wọ́ terrorist nísìn 39 wọ́n ní kọ́ lọ mú wọ́n ní káwọn òbí wọn lọ mú 30 million wá níbo ló ti fẹ́ rí 39 children mo fún yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan ẹjẹ́ tó fún yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí 39 children adopted or kidnapped rather ṣé ìlú nìyẹn. So ṣáwọn ọmọ ilé nísìnyí òun lẹ ń wò níwájú yẹn ṣáwọn ilé nísìnyí wọn kì í ṣèyàn ìbéèrè ni o mò ń bi wá ní o mo mọ wàrí ìjìnà ọdún mórí ẹ ń bẹ ìyá mi Victoria Jones ẹ̀ka lẹ́mà bàbá mi Sulaimon àkúṣẹ́ takuntakun Àbẹ̀kẹ́ Ọlọ́run tẹ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá nation of going back ẹ wo àwọn ọmọ 39 àwọn Nigerians wọ́n ṣe hypocrisy gbogbo wọn dákẹ́ ẹlòmíì tẹ́ ń ṣe bíbà tẹ́ pé òun ò tẹ́ gbọ́n kankan pé wọ́n kidnap àwọn ọmọ ẹlòmíì kan pretend Odua ti dé mórí ẹ̀ńbẹ̀ Adé William Maize Gold 39 children completely out of range àmọ́bitọ́wà wọ́n ti kidnap wọn nísìn. Everybody lives in denial in that shit crazy whole country. Irọ́ ti pọ̀ jù. Nàìjíríà máa da gbàdúrà. Ẹja gbàdúrà fún Nàìjíríà. Nàìjíríà máa da ẹ lọ sínú ẹ̀mí ẹ gbàdúrà. For where? Ọmọọba Akéwì Ara mo rí yín bẹ́ẹ̀. Àmọ́ tó ṣe program wọn lálẹ́ pẹ̀lú Starr Radio. Nàìjíríà máa da orí ẹ̀ ní gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wá ń kúlé Nàìjíríà máa da ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹni tó yẹ kó wà láyé ó ti lọ Nàìjíríà máa da ẹjá ṣe sùúrù ẹ̀yàn mọ̀ yìí orí sùúrù yẹn la wà báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìrọ́pọ̀ ẹnu ẹ̀ ní gbogbo àjọ wà báyìí nísìnyí ó máa da náà ni yet kò work yet kò ṣiṣẹ́ everybody is living in denial real denial everybody pé Nàìjíríà máa da orí ẹni gbogbo àjókòó sí báyìí Nàìjíríà máa da Buhari ń jayé lọ́ntì ẹ̀ nìkan gbèsè tó wà lọ́rùn Nàìjíríà ní sínú lélẹ́yìí gbèsè yẹn wọn náà another 40 years àìtí san tán so tó bá add 40 mọ́ age tèmi àti pé 80 years old ìyẹn làwọn kan ní ká dúró sínú Nàìjíríà yẹ́n ni messed up country Nàìjíríà máa da 40 tẹ́ bá wo debt tó wà lórí Nàìjíríà right 62.8 trillion ó bẹ́tà ká pín gbèsè yẹn lé wa lórí in dollar 143 you know 153 billion dollars kan ní mo rí lẹ́ǹkan yẹn òun dànù 143 billion dollars ní debt tó wà lórí Nàìjíríà àwọn ọ̀dọ́ àwọn èèyàn tẹ̀dá kan wọ́n ti wọn olúkálukú gbàtẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ olúkálukú kan sùn wọn jẹ ẹlòmíì ọ̀tẹ̀ ẹ mọ̀ pé tá bá add 40 years mọ́ age tèmi nísìn máa pé 83 years old kó mi ṣẹ́gun wọn náà ẹ̀kalẹ̀ flag wa ti délé so adúpẹ́ fọlọ́run so iṣẹ́ ń lọ lórí ẹ̀ bùkíyàn kan máa ti pè wá there is a lot of workload àwọn tó kọ́kọ́ fún wa lówó ká fi ṣe flag a gbọ́dọ̀ fún wọn ní priority mo kí ìyá mi Mojísọ́lá ẹ̀kalẹ̀ mọ́ n tó wà nílẹ̀ kò ń ṣe ìjà mùsùlùmí kò ń ṣe ìjà kìrìsìtẹ́nì so ìwọ̀nba tó bá ká náà ní o flag yẹn so we have only 5,000 small flags medium 500 and medium yẹn náà kò ń ṣe tó pọ̀ a dẹ̀ ṣe big one ní 25 meters yẹn ẹ tó sanwó ẹ̀ òun ló máa gbà ń kàn ẹ̀ state tó bá fẹ́ gbé lọ ló máa gbé lọ ẹni tó bá fẹ́ ṣe big one ẹ kàn sí wa so because nísìnyí a ní láti face more other things láti máa ṣe nílé so we might just have to slow down maybe on the flags and focus more now on other things on the ground lágbára Ọlọ́run so kìlá níbẹ̀ ni Nàìjíríà máa da àwọn farmers ṣiṣẹ́ wọ́n dáko kò sérè everybody is just living in denial okay it seems we're having big problem tonight on Starr Radio so ìgò bẹ̀tà yẹn ni gbogbo àjòkó lé lórí ìgò bẹ̀tà yẹn ni gbogbo wọn sáré àwa wá ń ṣe wàhálà ẹlòmíì á ra mọ́tò láti Amẹ́ríkà á sẹ́ndì mọ́tò lọ́lé àwọn màálí Fúlàní tó máa gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ àwọn yẹn jókòó ń dòde sẹ́ndì mọ́tò wá. You know? So, olúkálukú kan parọ́ fúnra wọn àkọlé àlègbé nílé ta kọ́ ẹlòmíì ní gbogbo àtàwà nísìn àtẹ́ntọ́ wà lé ní o ẹlòmíì kọ́lé sílùú ẹ̀ kò lè kúrò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mọ́ nísìn ayé ẹ̀ ń já tí báwọn èèyàn lọ jí gbé níjọ́ Friday àbí gbogbo ọ̀gbọ́ ṣé gbogbo akọ́la gbọ́ ṣé gbogbo alágbọ́ náà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni the dead is cast on Nigeria collapse ó gbọ́dọ̀ collapse ni tó bá collapse a lè láṣeyọrí kankan ẹ wo debt tó wà lórí ti Nàìjíríà ẹ jẹ́ lọ́mú wa Nigeria debt passport wa kò ní value a kàn ń jìyà káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé àwọ̀ respect wa kò sí Arab ò respect wa òyìnbó ò respect wa àwọn dúdú ò respect wa àwa dàbí gbàtẹ́ pé àmọ́ tá à ń ṣe a lè continue láti máa deceive ara wa bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn àwa wà ní gbèsè antidote to Nigeria rising debt ẹ wo headline yẹn antidote to Nigerian rising debt everybody is just living in denial kò síṣẹ́ kò síṣẹ́ kò nothing tó bá sọ pé kankan work irọ́ ọlọ́pàá fún yín kò sí pápá òṣìṣẹ́ níbẹ̀ yẹn antidote to Nigerian rising debt òun lè rí yẹn headline yìí by Jídé Òjó ẹ̀jẹ̀ sáré kà fún wa. As at September 19, 2022, press release by Nigerian Debt Management Office put the total public debt tí wọ́n rí àǹfààní kankan nínú gbèsè yẹn àǹfààní kan báyìí ìwọ ò jẹ́ nínú ẹ̀ àǹfààní kan ìwọ ò jẹ́ nínú ẹ̀ ẹ wo bọ̀bọ̀ tí wọ́n ní wọ́n bá $635 million ìyọ̀kan dẹ̀ máa jí gúgúrú nísìnyí ẹ̀ da petrol ẹ̀ pádànù 3 àbí ṣé gbogbo àgbọ̀ news yẹn ní Kogi state ṣé gbogbo àgbọ̀ news yẹn ṣé ẹ̀yin odi ni àwà àgbọ̀ news ẹ̀ tó wà lé náà gbọ̀ news àgbọ̀n kankan kí ni Yorùbá nation mí ni ẹ fún wa ní blueprint èèyàn kan jí $635 million kábíyèsí Elédùmarè o èmi jókòó nísìnyí à ń wá ẹ dáwó sí wa lọ́wọ́ ẹjá ṣe wàhálà ẹjá ṣe flagi ẹjá ṣe èèyàn kan dẹ̀ jí odindi 600 cash ni mo sọ yìí o cash èrò rẹ̀ bá yẹn ọmọ Yorùbá pé kí là ń ṣe nínú nonsense country yẹn what is now important of the mineral resources on our land bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Bishop àníyàn odin ẹ lè má pè wọlé o torí pé àmọ́ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lálẹ́ pẹ̀lú Star Radio bí a máa connect padà ni I'm not sure what is going on. It seems we are having a huge technical problem and I'm not sure what that. So ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe ojú òpó ká máa fi pè wọlé so studio line nìkan ni o ẹ tó bá mọ̀ ẹ pè wọlé màá gbé yín wọlé so it seems Star Radio UK we are having problem tonight it's one of those nights so ẹ kàn ní rí ojú mi torí bí ṣe set up àfi tí bá ṣe túnṣe ń dá gbogbo ẹ padà wọn kò fi wá lọ́kàn balẹ̀ ẹni wà níta kò ọkàn balẹ̀ ọkàn tàwa náà balẹ̀ ojoojúmọ́ báyìí tí kò bá wá láti ilé báyìí àyè máa já kìkìkìkìkì ní ìlú lòṣìlú wèrè ìgbà tèmi sọ ní láti àpá máa jà ní àwọn kan ní kéèkì máa sábẹ́ ká máa jà ọ́ ṣé gbogbo yóò ti rí nísìnyí pé jàdọ̀ ẹ kó jà ká kúrò nísìnyí ẹgbọ́n sókè jàre ìyá lálùbáríkà ẹgbọ́n kẹfẹ́ bá a sọ. mi ni ẹ mọ̀.
Ọlọ́run àwa pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run fún ẹ lágbára. Kí la wá fẹ́ ṣe é sìn nítorí pé gbogbo wa la gbọ́ fún sókè kí ni nǹkan tá a wá fẹ́ ṣe.
ẹ kó ẹ jẹ́ ká ní sùúrù fún bàbá wa CSI kọ́ fún wa ní the last antidote tá a máa fi jáde lórí pé ká jáde ní super rally kákọ̀ máa sọ fún àwọn èèyàn wa kọ́ lọ́ máa múra sílẹ̀ náà ìwọ̀nba lẹ́yìn ṣe kìíní lẹ́yìn náà ẹ ti ṣiṣẹ́ iṣẹ́ lamẹ́ríkà mo lè má sọ ó lè tẹ́tí ná fáwọn kan níwọ̀nba tí agbára yín ká wọ́n fún oúnjẹ wọ̀n mí oúnjẹ ẹ send owó sí wọn wọ́n rọ oúnjẹ wọ́n ṣe t-shirt tíyàn kankan náà bá ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ní abroad it will go a long way so that tá bá tẹ̀lé ká máa sùn síta ká máa dáná níta ká sọ gbogbo títì dé eru ká máa dáná rẹpẹtẹ ká máa padìyẹ ká máa pa kíní ẹ tó bá bíyàn kọ̀dà tá a bá jáde kíyàn kan sọ pé ó ní òun lára ògùn lákàáyé ló máa pa yín dànù.
gbogbo wọn nísìnyí àtàwọn míì tèmi náà.
ògùn lákàáyé máa pa gbogbo yín ni. ẹ jẹ́ ń gbé wá sójú mi. ẹ sọ fún wa pé irọ́ náà ni irọ́ náà ó kù díẹ̀ ni. Star Radio ti padà. ẹ jẹ́ gbé Star Radio mọ́ bọ̀ mọ́ mi. láwọn gbọ́dọ̀ ti padà báyìí. So let's go back again. So I'm not sure what is going on tonight, but it seems studio is coming back gradually. I'm not sure you know ni ẹ pé wọlé má wọlé. Let the studio come back. Okay, very good evening and welcome. Sorry to all our listeners and viewers. Quite a very beautiful day, as usual. Technology can do whatever it wants to do, but the back-end team are working tirelessly to make sure we come back on air. So while we're still waiting for the signal to come back, we would take more calls, and I believe we are now fully back on again on Star Radio UK. I say good evening to everyone that have joined us tonight, and welcome once again back to the program. We apologize that we lost. We will catch up. I was actually giving us, the breakdown of President Muhammadu Buhari traveling out of Nigeria, for a very, very long time. And welcome once again back to the program. We got it. Yeah, once again, thank you so much. It is still the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. Good evening to all our listeners and viewers. I will get the phone line on in just about a few minutes. But for now, I would like to appreciate, my producer, Mr. Archie, working tirelessly behind the scene. We are back now, and I guess, we can catch up with some of what we were discussing earlier. I was actually giving us, the timeline to President Muhammadu Buhari traveling out of Nigeria. I mean, he keeps traveling out of Nigeria, and the question that a lot of Nigerians are asking is, why for the last 7 years, President Muhammadu Buhari refused to fix, the hospital, the health center, in Abuja to take care of himself. Rather, he has been traveling to London, for more than 200 days out of Nigeria. My name is Olawumi Koike again. I say good evening to everyone that have joined us, and we do apologize, for where we lost signal earlier on back to the studio. We are fully back on now, and I can only say thank you so much. Let me give us, the back view again of the aircraft of the president arriving in London. So many times we've seen these kind of images, but again, the shame does not happen to African leaders. Most of them come to UK, either to Germany, France, to take medical treatment. And you wonder, how they feel comfortable. I mean, imagine this is a president of 200 million Nigerians, or 200 million population, the most populous black nation, but yet he has to travel to United Kingdom. We don't know what kind of illness is wrong with the president, but yet he comes down here for medical treatment. So we're going to get our phone line open in 15 minutes, but let me give us, some of the breakdown again. Daddy Yatta is missing for more than 2,000 days. He's a critic to the Kaduna State Governor, El Rufai, and yet nobody knows whether, Daddy Yatta is dead or Daddy Yatta is alive. We all remember Malafia. Malafia told us some few things before he died. Malafia gave us, some of the reasons why Nigerians should be careful before the end of the year. As of today, we have 100 days before the 2023, but the concern that a lot of Nigerians are asking is, there is terrorist, attack in almost every part of Nigeria. There's no denial about that anymore. And we have President Muhammadu Buhari out of the country, currently now in UK. He has not officially handed over, to the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. This is what Malafia told us before he died. Let's listen to him. Okay, while we get that back up again, this is what Malafia told us before he died.
Our own intelligence networks have met some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. One or two who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunition, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They're already in the south, in the rainforest of the south. They're everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people. I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria.
Okay, I know a lot of Nigerians back home, might probably say, this is a prophecy that is not going to happen. We agree on that, but one thing we know is there is a lot of evidence to back what the late Dr. Malafia have told us, in the last couple of months, and some of those evidence have shown in what Nigerians are facing today. On Friday last week, we saw that there was kidnap on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Some individuals were killed. Some have to pay ransom to get themselves out. But the question tonight is the prophecy or the words of Malafia going to come to pass, or is it just something that we should not worry about? As we all look at this graph of Nigeria behind me, I am asking tonight again, are we safe as Americans continue to advise their citizens to evacuate out of Nigeria, as Great Britain is doing the same thing, Ireland, Denmark, Norway, and so many other countries are now advising their citizens to leave Nigeria before it is too late. Should we be concerned with what Dr. Malafia told us? Let's hear what he has to say. Is Nigeria now at the verge of breaking away, or is it just that it's just a speculation? Nothing is going to happen. Nigeria will hold together. Let's hear what the late Malafia said again.
Don't joke with what I'm saying. I have a PhD from Oxford University. I'm a central banker. We don't talk nonsense. So don't joke with what I'm telling you. I have this from the highest possible authority, higher authorities of some of the commanders of the killers and Boko Haram.
You said northern governors, past or present, Dr. Badaya.
No, current.
Okay, so if we have one of the current governor in the north, which part of the north do you think that some of these or one of these governor is actually supporting the agenda of the Boko Haram activities? Which part of Nigeria or which part of this northern part of Nigeria are you suspecting? I don't know. Maybe some of my listeners around the world would have an idea. I don't know. But the question is Nigeria at the verge of breakup? As we speak right now, the debt ratio of Nigeria is piling up very, very fast. It will take 40 years. You heard me very well. 40 good years before we can repay back our debt. I will probably be about 83 years old before we can pay back those debts. That is if the debt does not continue to rise. As we speak right now, Nigeria's total debt is 62.8 trillion naira. That's about 143 billion US dollars. But yet, we still cannot say what is going to happen. Let me give you the breakdown again of the days that President Muhammadu Buhari, this is statistics from last year. According to what we have, President Muhammadu Buhari left Nigeria, Abuja, is currently in London taking medical treatment. And yet, out of those times he has been in office, President Muhammadu Buhari have now traveled out of the country more than 15 times for medical treatment. What kind of illness is wrong with him? How sick is the president? Is the president fit enough to continue? And why has the president refused to hand over to the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo? Is there something we should be concerned that as the terrorists continue to go into Abuja while the international community are evacuating their own citizens, the president is now in a safe place in the United Kingdom? Are you concerned as a citizen of Nigeria? Ǹjẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wa ní gbogbo àgbáyé níjọ́ Wednesday lórí ètò Starr Radio UK, the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London? Ǹjẹ́ yìí wà worried pẹ̀lú àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí yín tó ń bẹ ní Àbújá, tó ń bẹ ní Òkè Ọya? Ẹ̀yin náà láǹfààní àti pè wọlé. Aago tí ẹ máa pè sí òun náà ní +44 740 440 5917. Let us hear from you. Those of you that are watching us from around the world, I'm going to be reading some of your comments as well. The question is Nigeria a safe place, or should we be concerned? As I say, good evening to each and every one of you. Let us remember so many individuals that have been kidnapped, killed, probably as they wanted to do with Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho. Again, we congratulate Chief Sunday Igboho, for the honorary doctorate award that he received, just yesterday as the images was coming out of Benin Republic. And we'd like to appreciate those of you that continue to send your love and greetings to him. One thing we got to remind ourselves is self-determination is not a crime. Asking to go out of a country, we are not going to be the first person to do so. There are so many countries around the world that wants to have freedom. that wants to have their own independent nation, and Nigeria having the indigenous people inside is not omitted. We will continue to tell those of you at home that there is right to self-determination, and we are going to make use of that very, very well. My name again is Olami Koiki. As I'm going to be taking some of your calls, I am asking again tonight as I take the first caller and I say good evening to you, Bishop Additional. Good evening to you and welcome to the program.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. You're live on Starr Radio UK.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a pleasure. Nigeria is more than a shit hole. And I will contrast my point from all perspective of the government operation. I was checking one of the news that came out today, and CBN spokesman for the CBN governor was talking about that 80% of the cash flow in Nigeria is not passing through the bank.
Yeah, I was a bit worried about that when I got that news myself. You know, that 80% of the naira outside is not coming back into the bank. So who is actually holding the money together?
Now listen, when he's supposed to be ashamed of himself if they know what they are doing. If they actually know, I told you the other time, I said Nigerians are largely illiterate. Forget the big certificate. Now, how will 80% of cash flowing within the nation did not pass through the bank back? And you saw that report and you don't know what to do about it, only to come and say it to the air and be blaming the citizen, the people handling the cash for it. Should I tell you the cause of that?
I'm listening.
The cause of that goes back to 3 years ago when CBN decreed, would I call it decree? It's a decree now because they did not pass through the normal banking rules. Did they ask for the consent of the customers? Did they ask for they just impose it on everybody that 2.5% of every cash inflow into the bank will be deducted as stamp duty. This is the reason why commodity price is going high and high and high in Nigeria today.
Okay.
Within 1 year, price of commodity rise to almost 400%.
Wow.
Within 1 year.
Wow.
Within 1 year.
Okay, and let me back you up with that because we have the statistics here right in front of me, and I have it there. The engineer have actually, helped us to put it at the back. In 2015, we were buying fuel at 87 naira. As of today, we are now buying fuel at 180 naira. I don't know whether that's still the right price, but you're going to help us with that in about a few minutes. Rice is now at 2015 is 8,500 naira. As at 2022, rice is now 36,000 naira. The dollar, no. I'm gonna hold on, Dr. Bishop Adesina. I'm gonna allow you. Like I said, you are the one on the ground. You can help us whether the statistics that I have here is already outdated, but you will help me out. The dollar, I'm aware that the dollar in 2015 was 219, but right now today the dollar is 855. The external debt, is about 99, almost 16. Let me get that very well. There's a bit of movement there. There's about $9.7 billion is what we were owing. Today, we are now owing 146 billion US dollars. The gas is 9,500. If you want to take some of them out, do we have Dr. Bishop Adesina on the line with us? Not Dr. Bishop Adesina. He's a regular on Starr Radio UK and is giving us the up-to-date reason why Naira is no longer circulating among the central bank. If you are not from Nigeria, you're wondering, what exactly are we discussing at the moment? We are discussing that the Naira, which I'm going to show you what it looks like, is no longer circulating in the central bank Rather, Bishop Adesina is trying to help us out. Let me go back to him back in his, in his base right there in Lagos State. Go ahead, Bishop Adesina.
Thank you very much. You are absolutely correct. It's more than 40% within 1 year. The bread, family bread that was sold for 250 naira is now 1,200 naira. Family bread, family size bread. 1,200 naira. There was a time I was in a vehicle and I saw a cheap bread that looked like a family size, which was sold for 800 naira. I quickly purchased it. My children could not eat that bread because it's not edible.
Wow.
I ate the bread alone for almost 1 week.
Wow.
I need to buy the normal good and edible bread for them.
That is quite expensive.
1,200 naira.
Okay.
Yes. Now, if I am the president of Nigeria or member of the House of Representatives, the CBN governor that know this statistic of 80% of cash not flowing through the bank,
Okay.
I cannot do anything about it, but to put the blame on the citizen who is trading with the cash, we have to call such a person and ask him, what should he do?
Okay, it looks like the signal from Bishop Adesina. We wait for him to come back. But while we're waiting for him, this is what the Naira looks like from behind. Okay, you see, Bishop is back. Go ahead, Bishop.
Hello?
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. They will not. They will not because they know the cause of the influence. They cause the influence. They are the one that for the cause. Why will you put 2.5% as stamp from every inflow into every bank account?
Okay, let me. Can you explain what that means to a layman? Okay, we're having problem. Okay, can you explain? Can you explain to us what that 2.5% mean? I mean, I'm a layman. All I do is
between the bank and the central bank in their share.
Okay, what I'm trying to find out from you, Bishop Adesina, is okay, we're having a. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, all right. I'm gonna let him go. It seems that we're having difficult with his line back there. If you want to call in as well, the number is +447404405917. And you're right, Latikwe. And if you want to speak, the Yoruba, if that's what you feel comfortable with, please do not hesitate, to call in and let us hear your view. We will translate to those that are non-Yoruba, so that they can be carried along with the conversation. As you can tell, there's a lot of pressure in Nigeria as we speak right now. And more Nigerians are saying that all this problem can be resolved by, the APC, the PDP, or the Labour Party, Peter Obi. Are you sure about that? We have a new caller, and I say good evening and welcome, to Niger Voices. Ekabo Soreto. Ekale.
Yes,
Awani.
Sherry, opinion to me, Sherry, for staying in that Nigeria, for staying in that one Nigeria, Yoruba can never progress. Never, the kingdom come.
Okay, what is the reason? Okay, let's take it one at a time for the benefit of our listeners. So in terms of the more the Yorubas stay in Nigeria, there will not be progress among us, and we will continue to remain backward. Why, and what is your argument on that?
Okay.
Kennedy,
our border was closed for almost 5 years.
Okay.
No Yoruba leader, no elder, they kept mute. Number one, all our businesses, all our mother, father businesses collapsed.
Okay.
Now we are in trouble. Yoruba region is in trouble.
Okay.
Right now, people are telling me that this our Yoruba nation is is like a scam
Okay.
because delay is dangerous.
Okay.
Baba Akintoye promised us we should go and pray. We pray for 1 week. We fast. Everybody now almost have ulcer with fasting and prayer. Baba told us October. Now we are in November. They are telling us before the end of December. This Baba, I think a lot of my friends are telling me Baba is waiting for Tinubu.
Okay.
I said no. They say yes. I have to open my eyes. Am I stupid? I said no.
Okay.
That you follow
But I mean, from what and again, for the listeners, the caller is now joining the conversation to the Yoruba Nation movement that is currently on the ground, and the question the caller is trying to pinpoint is: it seems that there is there's an agenda to delay, the actualization. And there's a breaking news that is coming. I'm going to read that breaking news before we continue with my caller. Do not go. Gunmen have kidnapped a retired police officer in Plateau State community. It's a breaking news again. Gunmen have reportedly kidnapped a retired police officer, Ayuba Mangidi East, at his residence in Daika community in Panya district of Manguru local government area of Plateau State. There's a breaking news coming on Nigeria Voices this evening at exactly 1900 hours. You're watching a live broadcast. And let me now go back to my caller. So you're a little bit skeptical that Professor Akintoye, who is on the right hand side on the screen right there for the benefit of those that probably do not know who that is the leader of the Yoruba self-determination movement. And my caller, Tibak Padawasodoyi, let's get you again to tell us exactly why you think that there is a skepticism that there is something that we don't know. Let's hear from you a little bit more.
Okay. Number one. Everybody know Tinubu.
Okay.
Everybody know him. Everybody, unless if you don't want to know him, everybody know him. He can manipulate everybody.
Okay.
So, concerning Baba, I cannot bet my life. Tinubu have a lot of agents with Baba that is convincing Baba. I can bet my life for that. That is why they are delaying us.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Igboho, let me be frank with you. Igboho is not coming to Nigeria because of the condition of his release. Let us be frank to ourselves. Let us declare this thing, and if we want to die, let them kill us.
Okay.
We are just wasting our lives here.
Okay.
I'm telling you the truth. Yes, we have to call a spade.
Oda.
Because if you don't know, let me tell you. If you are waiting for a boy in Nigeria, you are wasting your time. The condition of his release cannot allow him. Let us be frank.
Okay.
But if you stop lying to us and be deceiving us,
okay.
We are dying.
All right.
Good day.
Thank you so much. Well, that is the view of the caller. You can get your view in as well. We've actually opened the phone line so that we can get as many of you. We're looking at, President Muhammadu Buhari out of the country. Terrorists is actually invading every part of Nigeria. And tonight, more Yorubas are asking the question, should we wait a little bit no longer, or should we just do what needs to be done so that we can exit out of Nigeria? If you've just joined us, it is called Starr Radio UK. It is every Wednesday where we discuss issues affecting the indigenous people and Nigeria. Let's take a look at the picture behind you there. And there's a lot of numbers of politicians. And the question is, these are the same politicians that are now campaigning for 2023. Do you agree with 2023? It's now exactly 100 days before the election. Are you also of that same view that there will not be any declaration? There will not be any super rally? Let us hear from you as we continue, the program. So I'm going to now go back a little bit. Davido and Chioma lost, a very precious person. A 3-year-old Ifeanyi was left with the maid to be taken care of, while Davido and Chioma was out there somewhere in the southwest, I believe in Ibadan, from what we were told. As of today, only 6 out of the 8 have been released, but 2 individuals that we don't know their identity are still currently being held, by the police in Lagos State, probably for questioning. My question tonight is, who is actually responsible for the taking care of your loved ones or taking care of a country like Nigeria? Remember that as we speak right now, 39 children are still in the hands of terrorists. And let's go back again to Bishop Adesina, which I believe has something to say. Once again, we come back on the issue of the video and Chioma, but let's remind ourselves, who has the safety net for taking care of your loved ones? Who have the safety net of taking care of a country like Nigeria? The president is here in London. Whether he's in an oxygen, whether he's not feeling well too long to take back the power, and control the system in Nigeria. But from what we are told, according to the leader of the Igbo on Isaiah, I think Edward Khan, saying the president have not actually left the power officially to the vice president. Quite a lot is going on in Nigeria, and my job here is to help you out with all those issues on Starr Radio UK. Bishop, you're back again. We were speaking to you earlier on, but it seems your line was a little bit, not going there. So let's hear from you. Okay.
Thank you very much. Now, the president, down to all the leaders of ministries in Nigeria, are irresponsible on their posts and on their duty. That's why the president can break the constitution without delegating his authority to the vice president, then left. So who is ruling Nigeria constitutionally? Just like that. Then everybody in the position of authority does whatever they like. Now, the CBN governor, who has the responsibility to look at, okay, if 80% of cash flowing, not going through the bank, what have we done that make it so? Because if you are removing from my account 2.5% of every money that comes to my account, either my money or my capital or my profit, 2.5 leave, I would like to put my money in bank. And if you are an intelligent CBN chairman or governor, you look into that, either remove the stamp duty or reduce the stamp duty.
Okay.
But because they are not interested, this is free money for God's sake. Do you want, let me just use one bank as an example. Just one bank. Can you count how many customers, how many accounts one bank controls? I'm not talking about the entire branch, just a branch in Lagos, a branch. I'm not talking about millions of accounts in just one branch in Lagos. Now, at least in a week, let's say 1,000 naira goes through that account.
Okay.
And the minimum they will charge is 50 naira.
Wow.
From that 1,000 naira.
So for every time you pay in 1,000 naira, the bank deduct 50 naira.
You can, if I send 1,000 naira to your bank account in Nigeria, you will not receive 1,000 naira. You will receive less than 1,000 naira.
So that is exactly what you mean. Okay, so for a layman like me, so that's exactly what you mean by the 2.5% that the CBN has actually.
Yes,
okay, the stamp duty.
Now calculate that 50 naira times 1 million accounts.
Okay.
Stamp duty.
Okay.
And that is just the minimum. I'm not talking about people that are doing business that in a day drop close to 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 in their account. 2.5 is going.
Okay.
That is the reason that the company cannot survive. Company close up. I have a microfinance bank here. We have to close up because within 6 months, I look at the stamp duty is getting more than the profit of loans that we roll over within 6 months. We can't sustain this. It's as if we are working for bank and central bank. And we have to pay staff and pay rent. If not, your capital will also go. Your capital will go. You will see your profit again and your capital will go. You become indebted. They don't care. This government apart from that, you will see commodity production companies, factories. They cannot sustain this. That's the reason the commodity product keep going high. Because they are producing. And as they are producing, the money is going through the bank, but they are having deficit. So they have to think of increasing the price. Maybe they will make up, so price will go up. The other time they will think they are managing it. Before you know it, they will go to deficit again. Then they will say, okay, let us increase the price so that we'll. That's why within 1 year, the commodity price go 400% high.
Okay.
And people are becoming mad.
So in a nutshell, Bishop, for a layman like us, right here back in UK, the cost of living is going very high. We've seen that.
It's very high.
Oh, very high.
Very high. It's very high.
Very high.
Extreme at the peak.
So how are those? So those back home right now, how are people surviving? And when we talk about the self-determination, the indigenous people, our Yoruba, to move out of Nigeria and have our own system, some are saying that Peter Obi is going to come and solve the problem. Likewise, some are saying that Atiku will be able to resolve the problem. Some are saying that Tinubu can solve the problem. We saw Tinubu yesterday, in Lagos State, saying that he's going to turn things around. I don't know how he's going to do that, but the question that a lot of
I listened to all his speech. They
okay.
are just
rhetorics.
He said more than that when he was bringing Buhari in.
Okay. Well, Buhari is actually okay. Before you go in there, Buhari is actually in London, just as Tinubu comes to London, just as Atiku travels to France. Okay.
I listened to how he said that he built all the infrastructure in Lagos. If you build the health infrastructure in Lagos, why can't you come there and treat yourself for God's sake? Why do you go to London?
Okay.
I listened to him. He said that he's going to put food on the table of people as if he's going to offer people free meal. If you're going to put food on the table of people and they're not going to buy it, if they don't have job or finance capacity to buy it, would they survive? Are you running charity?
Okay.
What do you mean by saying that you're going to put food on people's table? When during COVID, even international organizations gave money, but Nigerian government did not give 1 naira to its citizen. Not to talk of food, but they lied to international organizations, showing them infrastructure. Were these people cost or what?
Okay, they locked
people home for almost 3 months.
Okay,
not allowing them to do their job, to earn a living. People began to beg on radio, asking for help. This is the dilemma of Nigeria, and these people will not go with unpunished. Let me tell you one thing: if the CBN governor, who knows what to do and did not do it, and is can say that the dollar that is rising against the naira, now dollar is 860 or 55 naira to $1. And the CBN governor has the monetary ability or power to make naira become strong and alleviate the tension and the need and the poverty in the nation through monetary policy. But I don't think, maybe he didn't have the intelligence to do that, or he has intelligence to do that. He was instructed to not to do that, to do the bid of the political people in power, but he is the one that's supposed to do that. But instead of him doing that, decided to say that he wanted to change the color of the currency and spend 281 billion naira to bring new money. And that is by the way. The funniest thing is that he said they use 3.88 billion naira to destroy old money. The old money that has not yet, they've not collected from us. It has not yet been collected from us. We are still spending it. They said they budgeted or proposed 3.88 billion to destroy it. Are they bringing the machine from heaven or what?
Okay.
I mean, 3.88 billion. We are talking about million in thousand-fold. 3.88 to destroy waste property. I don't understand this. I don't understand.
Thank you so much, Bishop. For those, let's get some more in. Again, this is a live program. Let me give the update again as we have it there. Bumi Bukwala said that man who is saying Chief Sunday Igboho is not coming for the super mega rally is simply pushing his own agenda and fully anxious at the detriment of the achieving productive outcome. So definitely, Chief Sunday Igboho has said he's going to be coming out for the super rally, and there's no need for us to be concerned about that. This is still a live broadcast on Starr Radio UK. You can also add your input as well. Keep the comment coming. I'll be reading all your comment. You can watch us on Starr Radio UK. You can follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, and likewise all the platforms as well. Let me take some of your comments as they're coming very fast. Pastor Momo say, Tinubu's speech is full of trash. People's minds are dull. May God put fire in their mind and make it sound. I love that so much. I was actually going through, we're going to come back again to, Davido's son. And likewise, why are Nigerians not reacting to 39 children? Remember, 39 children kidnapped in Katsina State on Sunday. They are now demanding 30 million naira. Who is the responsibility holder for the children, the country, your local government, your state? Who actually is going to take care of us? Sharifa Agbabiaka says security is very, very important, but President Muhammadu Buhari is now, what we don't know, is somewhere in UK taking medical treatment. I say good evening to those of you that have joined us. Arole Odudua, good evening to you. Benga Joseph say Yoruba Nation Declaration is what we need. And likewise, a very sad one. One of my auntie died. I just got the news, yesterday. Twins there, but one of them died. May our soul rest in perfect peace. We are all going to die at some point. Nobody knows when. So that is why we are saying, do the needful so that your name can also be put in the record of those that have done something for humanity. Kudus Agbabiaka say, the country is responsible for the welfare and security of our citizens. Yoruba Ogwadula will say, good evening, Mr. Koiki, Yoruba Nation, going back. Diana Aaron say, good job, White Lion. The line is still open as we still have about an hour and a half into the program, and I'm reading all the comments as they're coming very fast on all the platforms. So let's go to, the Naira today is 855. I was able to send money back to Nigeria today, and it was 935 Naira to £1. Wow. Crazy man be that. Animal in crazy man's skin. That is coming from Sadiq Olakunle. Tony said, kidnappers should ask Gumi for the ransom. I care not. Let us be care. Let us have that care, especially these are innocent children from the northern part of Nigeria that have got caught up in the whole mess that the country Nigeria is facing today. Let me show you this map that I have behind me. And the question is, why should we remain one when we can actually divide the country? And then everybody has their own territory. Good evening to those of you on Instagram. Rugged D. I'm not going to finish the word on that. I was actually closer to you today. I say good evening to you and welcome for joining us, Rugged D. I'm not going to tell you which of the platform Rugged D is watching me from. Once again, thank you so much for the love, from your family and the little one as well. The little one is growing so fast, very, very fast. Ahmed Jamil Adekunle say, I don't believe in one Nigeria anymore. I don't want us to be any part of Hausa Fulani Boko Haram Nigeria. We have nothing in common with Hausa Fulani people. Igbo people, Yoruba Nation now, no going back. Olódùmarè á fún wa ṣe àmì lórúkọ Jésù. Ọmọọba Akiwi Ara, Mr. Koiki, your words always give me hope. And that is exactly what we want. We have a new caller here from London. Myself transmitting here at exactly 7:21. Hello, good evening. Okay, the problem we have with those that watch us abroad is you have two screens and you're not reducing the set of your volume. It's not very good for us. Mute the background so that we can enjoy the conversation with you, please. Mute the background. Ami. Hello, good evening. We can hear you now.
Yes, it's okay. Just want to know if I can put down my name for the next general meeting.
Okay, we're live on the program at the moment, so I don't know whether you're aware of that. So it seems you're probably not aware.
I'm aware of it, but you said that you are going to pray and the meeting is coming to an end.
What meeting?
The conversation.
Okay, you want to add your voice to the conversation? Yeah, go ahead. You're live now. We can hear you.
Hello, Salakwela.
Go ahead. I'm going. Emma Soro, I'm going.
Mo ní concern nípa issue tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní some part of Ogun State. Mo fẹ́ highlight lórí ẹ̀.
Okay, all right. Let's hear it.
Ní ọjọ́ rally nípa ọ̀rọ̀ oúnjẹ. Mo ti already make some advance provision.
Okay.
From my area in the Ijebode.
Okay.
So, whereby we vacate what man not go to waste.
Okay.
So, what I read pẹ̀lú àwọn tó máa ń ṣe àwọn catering people tẹ́ kó bá yí sóúnjẹ lásìkò ọdún.
Okay.
So, mo lè jẹ́ra ẹran.
Wow. Interesting.
So, mo jẹ́ra ẹran àpò kan.
Okay.
Mo lè tí wọ́n dà fún wọn pé kí wọ́n kọlọ kọ́ọ̀sì rice tó máa need.
Okay.
Àti owó nǹkan ọbẹ̀.
Okay.
Kọ́lé fish, kọ́lé sáfún ní better rally.
Okay.
At least kọ́lé for the 3 days or 4 days or 5 days.
Something that can hold people, to sustain them within that community. That's a good idea. And as exactly the internal advice I want you here, if you can do that, I believe anybody can do that. Even if you're catering for 100 people in your area, there could be 3 people doing the same thing in your area. That means there will be enough for people. Mark it down when you're the organization are going to do it. But go ahead, in another, go ahead, so that we can get the next caller in.
Okay.
All right. Okay, well, I think that should inspire somebody. Thank you so much, Babawa, for that. Our caller, remember that we are going to have a super rally. And the caller, as Babakitoye have advised, that everybody should chip in, whether individually, whether through an organization like Ilano, like the YSDM, the Omunira, or whatever you believe you are comfortable with, it doesn't matter. You can even take the bull by the horn and do that yourself by doing exactly. As we have that map behind me, I say good evening. Okay, I'm not sure whether the caller still have something to say. Hello?
Hello?
Well, I thought we've already completed the conversation. That's why we disconnected. Okay, but because we're not. We have a lot of people that are calling. It looks like you're picking the words bit by bit. All right, that's fine.
So, are we going to make provisions for people who are coming from distant places, like some villages to Ijebode?
Okay, are we going to make provisions in what way?
Provisions of transport.
Passport.
Like, yeah.
What do you mean by passport?
Provision.
I don't understand. But
Holding at Ijebode.
yeah.
People from Mala, Omu,
Okay.
Ile, Ibefun,
Yeah.
Awa.
Okay.
Tí wọ́n fi wá láti location wá sí Ijebode.
So why would they need a passport within the Yoruba land? That's what I'm trying to understand. Or what do you mean by pass?
Yoruba land. Because some people will be willing to come, but if you don't have transport money.
Oh, transport. Okay, so it's okay I had passport. That's why I was wondering, what do you mean by passport? Well, that's one of the reasons. Transport. Okay, that's one of the reasons why the suggestion so far is do it closer to your area, and you will not need to travel anywhere.
But the people who are closer to the body will prefer to come to the body.
Well, then somebody has to take care of that. I'm not sure whether that taking care of will be something that will be taken care of by the whole organization. We're talking about a whole 8 states. So I don't know how that is going to be done. But if people can help those community in transport, whether by getting a transport or have transportation, to move them out of a particular community to a bigger area, then I believe that is going to be something that, again, if I go back to my record, when Babakito spoke about 3 weeks ago, he actually said, and I quote, that we should all go and help those at home for all those days that they'll be outside. So that's the only thing I can say. I don't think I can add more to that. Transport will have to be taken care of by individual, to help those that will be traveling, during the course of those time that the rally is going to be held.
I don't think that is fair enough.
Well, it's quite arguable if you say that is not fair enough. But that is exactly what I can say. Whether you can have another idea to how that is going to happen, I don't know. You can tell us what you think is going to be fair.
What I think is fair is that we mobilize the people and we provide transport for them.
Okay, when you say we, so what do you mean by we? Who are going to be the we?
The Yoruba nation.
Okay, well, they've had you. I'm sure they're watching me from Benin Republic, and they're taking that into an account that we, and you say we, including myself, would have to help those that will be traveling, in every state, not probably in Ogun State, but every state across Yoruba land. Thank you so much, and I guess, let's get the view of somebody else, but definitely that is well taken, and that is already been noted as well. Babakitoye will probably have to address us more on some of these, little issues as well. Thank you so much, for the caller there, telling us that we need to get people from their community into somewhere very well. Look at the map very well again, and let us review the question. Is this going to be Nigeria in 2023, or are we going to see a partition, a new territory coming out, as the Biafra are saying enough is enough, as the Yoruba are saying enough is enough, the Hausa are saying enough is enough? I say good evening to those of you that have joined us. We have a new call on the line, and I say good evening and welcome to the program, Starr Radio UK.
Good evening. I just want to contribute about what the caller just said.
Okay.
According to Baba Pitoye, let me go in Yoruba. It will take me the mix and not no.
It's okay.
That's all we pay. I need to travel. Sorry, àwọn tó bá wà ní Èkó, gbogbo ọ̀nà tó bá wọ Èkó bí Ìbàdàn expressway, bí Ìṣàgámù expressway, bí Ẹ̀pẹ́ expressway, gbogbo ọ̀nà tó lè wọ Èkó, ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ Kóòtù Òjíire ká wà níbẹ̀, ká dí ọ̀nà yẹn. So àwọn tó bá máa fún wa ní oúnjẹ níbẹ̀ wá wà níbẹ̀ tó rà máa wà níbẹ̀, àwọn tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ aláàbò fún wa wọ́n máa wà níbẹ̀ pẹ̀lú wa. Ìyẹn ni mo expect àwọn coordinator wa kan ṣiṣẹ́ lé lórí nísìnyí kí wọ́n lọ káàkiri gbogbo ìlú wa, gbogbo ilẹ̀ Kóòtù Òjíire ní Kogi ni o, gbogbo ọ̀nà tó wọ Kogi. Káwọn coordinator wa kọ́ ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ kọ́ gbogbo ọ̀nà yìí tó wọlé láti ilẹ̀ Haúsá, èyí tó wọlé láti ilẹ̀ Ìgbò, èyí tó wọlé láti ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, tó wọlé láti Ìlọrin sí ọ̀dọ̀ wọn. Kọ́ gbogbo ọ̀nà yẹn, kọ́ dẹ̀ ṣe àrẹ́gbẹ̀ báwo làwọn tó ń gbé àdúgbò ìbáwo náà ṣe pọ̀ tó. Àwọn tó ń gbé àdúgbò ìbáwo náà ṣe pọ̀ tó. Àwọn tó máa fún wọn lóúnjẹ níbẹ̀ kí wọ́n mọ̀ ọ́, nítorí mi ò ní advice pé kọ́ àdó ní ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ oúnjẹ sí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní láti wà níbẹ̀ lọ́sùn àti lóru, àwọn aláàbò á dẹ̀ wà níbẹ̀ pẹ̀lú. Nǹkan tí bàbá sọ fún wa nìyẹn pé ká take control of our territory in our area. That area, no vehicle should come in and no vehicle should go out. Nobody should, that day, no work for anybody in Yoruba land. Both inside or outside, nobody should come into our land. It may last us for 1 week, it may last us for 2 days, it may last us for, as soon as we declare, then everything will change immediately. But we have to take control of our territory. As I'm living in Acme, assuming in Nigeria, and we have to know how many roads enter the area. Láti ìta wọnú ilé, ibẹ̀ la máa dúró sí.
Okay.
So, àwọn ọkùnrin wá nǹkan tí bàbá sọ ká ṣe nìyẹn.
Okay.
Ṣùgbọ́n tá a bá wá sọ pé a fẹ́ travel láti ibì kan wá, àwọn tó bá fi sílẹ̀ sílé, what do you think we end there? So, when we are in our area, we don't need to transport anybody. That to take control of our area. To be in control of that area. This is what we want everybody to do for us. And I pray the wisdom for the coordinator to go right. Somebody coordinator, Maru, Nikeja area. That coordinator, 5 coordinator, they should work together. How many Onolowo Ikeja yìí tàbí tẹ́kọ̀ọ́dẹ́dẹ̀, especially níbi tí wọ́n gbé Ìkẹjà whatever sí. Púpọ̀ ọ̀nà tó bá wọ bẹ̀ yẹn káwọn èèyàn di irú bẹ́gà táwọn mọ́tò máa ń gbà wọlé Ìbàdàn expressway yẹn. Àwọn èèyàn tó máa wà níbẹ̀ kan lé ní 1 million. Nobody can go in, nobody can. Ojú títì yẹn ni ká take control of. Nǹkan tí wọ́n ní ká ṣe nìyẹn. Ká dẹ̀ wọ white wa, ká dẹ̀ mú flag wa dání. Flag yẹn ó ní ìbọn wa. White wa ò ní ọ̀tá wa tá a máa lò. Kò sí nǹkan kan, àwọn aláàbò wà láàrin wa. Ìyẹn ni wọ́n sọ pé kẹ́ má bẹ̀rù láti jáde ní not ogúnlógún ọ̀lọ́gbọ́nlọ́gbọ́n, but we should come out in millions. We will come out in 1,000 million to take our destiny in our hands. This is what I have. And secondly, Koiki in what they call it, one is the coordinator of maybe Otigbo, maybe Otika, Ogun State, no possible, but maybe talk to anything. One is the police kidnap.
That information is something that I think I've listened to that, but it's not as it is. So that's all I can say. Yeah, it's not as it is. I think it's got to do with cultism and all that. So we have to be very well. I mean, like I said, I don't want us to go into that because it's got to do with cultism and that has got nothing to do with your nation. I've heard about that. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Well, thank you so much to our caller. Let's hear from you as well as we continue. Again, we're still talking about the issue. Who is actually responsible? We saw, the news that broke just under 72 hours. That's Ifeanyi had his birthday not too long ago, drowned in a swimming pool in Banana Island or wherever it is in Lagos State. Davido is a very popular artist. But what happened? Who is now also, responsible? Is it the parent? Is it the maid? Is it the friends? Or who is responsible for the 35 children? And like we say, Daddy Yatta, who is responsible? Daddy Yatta has been missing for almost 2,000 days. This is Starr Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. Please mute the background. You're live now. Hello, caller.
Hello, Mr. Koiki.
You're live on Starr Radio UK. Ekabo. Hello, caller.
Hello. Hello.
I'm going.
Yeah, I didn't saw that in London.
Go ahead.
Mo gbọ́ àwọn kọ́là kan tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ láìpẹ́ yìí tó ń fẹ́ máa put blame lórí bàbá Alànà.
Okay.
Wọ́n sọ pé wọn nígbà tó ń sọ pé àwọn ò sìn sí àdéhùn kan bẹ́ẹ̀.
Okay.
Look, ṣẹ́rí ó easy láti blame àwọn leaders especially lórí àwọn tó bá wà lórí struggle. But àwọn pípọ̀ wọ̀nyí tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ gbowó kò lè condition kan tó ń fún kíní kan kò lè káwọn náà gbé níbi tí gbowó gbé dé kọ́ gbogbo sacrifice tí máa ń yí ti sacrifice gbogbo nǹkan tó ti lose kọ́ bọ́ síta kọ́ gbé níbi tó
sọ oríṣiríṣi. Wọ́n mọ nǹkan táwọn pípọ̀ yìí tó ń go through. And then nǹkan táwọn sọ yìí tí struggle kó wọn fẹ́ gba ìlú ṣé is it something kan pé èèyàn kò máa fẹnu sọ pé mo declare. Ẹ wo 1993 nígbà tí Abiola declare as powerful as Abiola was then connection tó ní all over the world. Ẹ̀pẹ́tẹ̀ ìdòwú tó ti declare mà nọ́mà ti gbé Abiola kò bá sí wọ́n tó rí kéésì. Kàmájà aṣọ Buhari ní tó jẹ́ pé bàbá ọ̀dájú burúkú ni tí ó kọ̀ kílẹ̀ sí ṣú láìka ẹ̀kọ́ nǹkan tó ń ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀bí apá nígbà tí bàbá yẹn tó bá put àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ kọ́ put in place tẹ́ ẹ̀ put in place lé wọn lórí tí wọ́n bá put àwọn things in place tó bá di pé kókò wá bọ́ síta tó ní àwọn jíjẹ́ Yorùbá nation ẹ bọ́ síta ṣe kí ní kò pè pọ́n nígbà tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pa this same set of people àwọn náà máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa pariwo máa blame bàbá yẹn àtàwọn ògbówó. Wọ́n máa blame wọn pé wọ́n kò lọ dẹ́mi àwọn ọmọdé gbogbo ní wọn ò put ìwọ́pọ̀ in place wọ́n kò pa àwọn ọmọdé dànù ní. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa reason now. Tí wọ́n bá mọ̀ pé kò dá wọn lọ́rùn let them go out kó lọ take a position kó lọ take agbára kó lọ take nǹkan yẹn up kó gbé níbi tí bàbá yìí gbé dé.
Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much. Again, the last caller is of the opinion that we have to be very patient, but it seems more people are losing the patience. We have a super chat on the other broadcast there with Uncle Shegun Ono. Pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn Chief Doctor Sunday Adeyemo Igboho, Yoruba Sovereign Nation máa dúró àṣẹ. Congratulations on your honorary doctorate award. You have earned it. And probably maybe you are not aware of that. Yesterday in Benin Republic, quite a lot of food house in Benin. I believe I saw Al Maruf in Benin Republic. I saw Dr. Okebiorunkosi. It was a full house in Benin Republic. It seems that the excitement is already in Benin. What about the excitement in Nigeria is the question, and I believe this new caller would definitely take us through some of the timeline. Egbon's okay, and you're welcome to Star Radio UK.
Mr. Koiki, God bless you, sir.
You're welcome.
I will really see your effort and your selfless service towards our Yoruba nation and self-determination. I will really commend you. May God bless you.
Amen. Before you even say anything, Lai Mohammed is saying that there's not problem in Nigeria. It's just the international community trying to create hula. Before you go into what you wanted to say, Lai Mohammed, what are you going to say on that? Then you can go into what you want to say.
Lai Mohammed is a senior brother to Satan. He's a senior brother. He can lie because Bible made us to know that devil come to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Okay. And the devil is the father of all liars.
Wow.
So if Lai Mohammed, and his name is highly synonym to lie, Lai Mohammed.
Wow.
So I don't wonder and I'm not surprised for Lai Mohammed being lie like that, up and down, from back and front of his mouth. So he's a liar.
Okay.
Will he tell me that he doesn't see how kidnappers are kidnapping everybody in Nigeria? Does he say anything?
Okay. Good evening, Pastor Emmanuel Kogba. Welcome on board.
Did he not see how our naira is falling and destroying?
Okay.
Does he say anything about it?
Okay.
Does he not see that our healthcare system is not working?
Okay.
Why our aspirants are traveling abroad for medication? The president is traveling abroad for medication. They don't have the concern of the layman.
Okay.
What does Lai Mohammed say about it?
Okay.
And does Lai Mohammed not to market? They cannot go to farm. What does Lai Mohammed say about it? Is Lai Mohammed not aware that our students are home? They are not back to school. Does he say anything?
Okay.
Does Lai Mohammed not see that our young graduates are not gainfully employed? There is no employment anywhere in Nigeria. What does Lai Mohammed say about that?
Okay.
Lai Mohammed is terrible than
than Satan.
Wow. Thank you. So,
Lai Muhammad is liar.
okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. And for the benefit of our listeners around the world, Lai Mohammed is the current information minister. Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
I really send a condolence message to Davido for the loss of his son. But the question that I want us to ask today is that is Davido's son the first son that is dying like that in that useless tragic, that simple tragic of carelessness in Nigeria? What about other kids that are dying evening, afternoon, night, middle of the night just because they cannot afford 1,000 paracetamol for their child? What about the hundreds of babies that are dying? Hundreds of babies that are malnourished? Hundreds of innocent babies that are dying every minute in Nigeria. We should see this. We should see that the country is not working. If there is a working CCTV in that compound, in that street, that baby could be saved. Internet is not free. Electricity is not there for the even our media that compromise. They are complicit. They don't give us better information. Nothing is working. Mr. Koiki.
Wow.
What do we go motor you? Ṣẹ́rí ìlú wa yẹn. Ẹ wo Nàìjíríà máa ṣẹlẹ̀ tí gbogbo wa kó tó di ojú wa lá. Ẹ wo mọ́mì tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yẹn. Ìpè bàbá, nobody is attacking Baba Akintoye. Nobody is forcing Baba Akintoye to go and declare. Wọ́n ní láti gbàgbọ́ ẹ̀ka àti mú wa ṣàkúrọ́ ni. Wọ́n ní pé àtijọ́ṣe praise and worship. Ṣáàṣe ni. Ṣé àti dúró 1 month ni? Wọ́n ní pé a fẹ́ ní gbogbo èrò dàbí. Ibẹ̀ ni kẹ́dọ́ sí màmá. Àìsùwàpù máa gbàlú wa. Boko Haram máa gbàlú wa. Ṣé rí Buhari bàbá Boko Haram tó wá sí UK? Tó bá probability kó máa padà sí Nàìjíríà is wọ́n slim gan gidi. Buhari ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ kú báyìí ni. Buhari ló ti kú láti 2017. Ó ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ kú báyìí ni. Tó bá lè declare tó kú ẹ má jẹ tàn yín. Boko Haram, ISWAP, Al-Qaeda wọn gba Nàìjíríà nìyẹn. Tó bá lè gba Nàìjíríà ẹ wọ ikú wọn ọ̀tún abọ́sọ̀sì. Àwọn tó ń sọ pé kí bàbá declare wọ́n ti rẹ́dì nìyẹn náà wọ́n jẹ pàtì wọn ni. Àwọn nídìí ìdáwó ọ̀dà abẹ́jà àdẹ̀ nídìí àṣepá fẹ́ lọ́ra wẹ́pọ̀n. Ìdáhùn la fi ń parun. Mo ebi àti magazine tí wọ́n tọ̀ sílẹ̀ yẹn bàbá mi. Abẹ́ẹ̀ni magazine tó tọ̀ sílẹ̀ yẹn.
Mori.
In thousand. Mo lè fọwọ́ sọ̀yà fún yín pé àwọn ọmọ wa mẹ́ta wọ́n lọ síbẹ̀ wọ́n kó gbogbo ẹ̀. Àwa là á máa lò ó. Ṣebí inú gbọ́dọ̀ kò sí. Ìwọ̀n tó wà ní ìgboro náà á máa gbà á. Òun la máa fi gbára wa. Òun la máa fi dìfẹ́ǹdì ara wa. Èmi náà tún wá jáde mo tún wá báàkì bàbá yẹn mo wá sẹ́kọ̀ndì bàbá yẹn láti sọ yín pé kí bàbá kí tó yẹ declare mẹ́kẹ́ rally ká jáde kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà. Tí ọba tó wá ń darí ó sọ fún wa. Aláàfẹ́ jáde orí táwọn èèyàn wa ibi ń pa wọ́n inú wọn ò dùn. Boko Haram kọlẹ̀kùn ilé wa. Ẹ wá ní kí bàbá kí tó yẹ dákẹ́ kó má declare. Ẹ jẹ́ kí bàbá kí tó lè dákẹ́. Kó má tẹ̀ declare mọ́. Ó jẹ́ kó di nẹ́ẹ̀sì ẹ̀. Á yà ní lẹ́nu pé àwa ní lẹ́nu kìnìún. Àwa ní lẹ́nu kìnìún wọ́n fẹ́ fà wá ya. Earlier is better. Ká jáde kó tó di pé àwọn èèyàn jáde. Tèmi tó bá lọ́sọ, wọ́n ní tó bá gbọ́ ọ̀bọ gbọ̀gbẹ́, ọ̀bọ máa gbé gbọ̀gbẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tètè dìde ká gbé ọ̀bọ gbọ̀gbẹ́ kó tó di pé ọ̀bọ máa gbé gbọ̀gbẹ́. Kó tó di ẹ̀mẹ́kẹ́rẹ́ rẹ̀ fún wa. Ká gba gbogbo nǹkan ọjà tó wà lẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ wa ti ṣe tán. Gbogbo ìbọn tó kó wá. Gbogbo ohun ìjà tó kó wá láti fẹ́ bá fi bá wa jà. Àgbà gbogbo ẹ̀ là á sọ fún yín. Àdẹ̀bí dìfẹ́ǹdì ra wa. Kí ló wá pín? Ẹ má bomi tó tún sọ lọ́kàn mọ́. Kí ìyá yẹn lọ dákẹ́ bó ṣe máa ń pẹ́ kákan orí ètò nìyẹn. Mo máa ń gbọ́ bó ṣe máa ń sọ nìyẹn. Ìgbé kẹ́nìkan lọ ṣáájú Ìgbòho. Kẹ́nìkan lọ ṣe bí Ìgbòho. Kẹ́nìkan lọ ṣe bí bàbá Akíntóyè. We have thousands of our Ìgbòho. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ gbà fún bàbá wa Ìgbòho.
No, it's not Baba Ogunregide. Thank you so much. Well, again, a very, very angry caller there, upset, as we always say. The background that you're watching there is when we had the COVID, and a lot of our people in Ede, from southwest to the northeast to the southwest to the middle belt, everybody was hungry because of the food shortage across. Let's take a new caller, and I say good evening, caller, and welcome to Starr Radio UK every Wednesday on Niger Voices.
Hello, Mr. Koike pẹ̀lẹ́.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò.
Mo gbọ́ bàbá tó sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn tó sọ pé orí ń ta àwọn èèyàn. The message that came to me directly right now is the reason I call. I don't have much to say.
Okay.
Òun ni pé nígbà tí Prophet Samuel sọ fún Saul pé go and wait for me. Oh, more easy. Saul bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bẹ̀rù. Ó rí pé the people are already here to attack us.
That was not Baba Oguribido that called earlier. Don't mix it up, Mr. John. The caller that called was not Baba Oguribido, Fatai Oguribido. Go ahead, caller. Sorry about that.
No. I'm not saying I had somebody on speaking before I
called. No. I'm not talking to you. I'm actually, reading the comment that was coming through, that I was responding to the comment. Go ahead, caller.
Okay. So, only the moment Saul became afraid and started doing sacrifice, that was the reason, the moment Prophet Samuel came and said, why would you not have waited? He said, obedience is better than sacrifice. The reason, what they are telling our people is that they should continue to prepare, not to be afraid of all the things that people have said. That particular seconds, that particular day, that particular moment that God said, go. Our people should just continue to prepare. Do your own preparation.
Okay.
That is what I can see.
Okay.
Not to be afraid, because that was what the Spirit of God told me right now, that this is exactly what made Saul lost the kingdom, because God was saying to him, wait, through Prophet Samuel, wait until I've come before you do anything. So when you continue to obey and continue to prepare for that day that will be announced.
Well, thank you so much. As the caller called, tomorrow there will be a peaceful small rally in Ado Ota. I keep mixing it up. We'll try and get a flyer out in just about a few minutes. As we continue to reveal everything, President Muhammadu Buhari is right here in London, as usual, taking his dose. We are not sure what is wrong with him, what kind of illness is wrong with the president. His media handle are not telling us exactly what kind of illness. Good evening to you, Mr. Sulaiman Yusuf, and the rest of you. Yes, thank you so much, African Confidential. The last caller that everybody was thinking was Mr. Fatai Oguribido. Is not Mr. Fatai. Okay, John Ogwese, I'm not sure whether you have the right information there, but you have the right to your view. Anything for freedom. The truth is bitter. A lot of people are getting demoralized already. Louis Ogunwale said that is how they will prepare till January. Mace Gold say, Ado Dota. Yes, my Yoruba is getting better on a daily basis. The line is still open. We're still about 40 minutes away before the end of the program. Let us hear your view on all the issues. Please only call the number that we put out there, which is +44, which is the UK code 7404405917. This is Starr Radio UK. It is the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London, and every Wednesday this is how we discuss all the issues affecting Nigerians and those that say, what is Nigeria? Go ahead, my caller. You're live now with us. A good evening to you. Okay, let's see. Hello, caller.
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you now. Go ahead. Ekale. Ekabo, sir.
Ọlọ́run á fún yín lérè lórúkọ Jésù.
Àmín.
Lóòótọ́ Bíbélì
sọ wípé ó ní ìrètí pípẹ́ ó máa ṣọkàn láàárẹ̀.
Okay.
ṣùgbọ́n bíbélì náà ló tún sọ wípé Elijah tó jẹ́ highest prophet. Àmì Moses tó jẹ́ pé òun gan ló kó àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì jáde.
Okay.
Ó jẹ́ ìkan ní Olúwa tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ti ní ká máa lọ àwa ò ní lọ o.
Okay.
Until you say we should go.
Okay.
Ìrìn àjò àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá bíi ti Israelites lórí.
Okay.
Àbíbélì sọ fún wa wípé ó ní pillar cloud, the pillar of cloud and the pillar of light. Tọ́lọ́run bá fẹ́ kán máa lọ, á gbé light sí wọn síwájú wọn. That is a sign pé kán máa lọ instructor tó fún wọn nìyẹn. Tí cloud bá ti wà, á ní kán máa lọ. Ó fẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá kán fọkàn balẹ̀. Ṣé rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ṣe máa ń sọ ogun yìí ogun Ọlọ́run ni. Wọ́n ṣe bẹ̀rù ọkọ̀ àti ìbọn àti àdá. Kán má ṣe bẹ̀rù ẹ̀ rárá, ogun Ọlọ́run ni. Tó ẹ jẹ́ ká fọkàn balẹ̀, ọjọ́ tọ́lọ́run bá ti ní kán lọ, àwọn tọ́lọ́run ń bá sọ̀rọ̀, ó ń bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀. At the appointed time.
That video is from last year, African Confidential. It's not a current video, it's from last year. Go ahead, caller.
He said this prophecy is for an appointed time. Though it may tarry, but it shall surely come to pass.
Okay.
So, àwọn tọ́lọ́run bá sọ̀rọ̀ at the appointed time. Only 31st of December. Nǹkan tọ́lọ́run bá ti sọ, Ọlọ́run ní kò ní kọjá ọdún ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ kápò kan sí.
Okay.
Ìgbà tọ́lọ́run máa ṣe ìṣùkùn ìyẹ́ ò kì í ṣe tiwa. Mo a máa wà ká máa múra lẹ̀ náà ni. Let's keep on the rally.
Okay.
Let the rally keep on.
Okay.
Àbájẹ ń ṣe lọ́run ń
So ká ṣe máa ṣe àwọn awareness kéékèèké tó ṣì ń ṣe lọ́tún lọ́sì kó má dúró. Okay.
Láti tó sí.
Ọ̀rá.
Awareness yẹ ká máa ṣe lọ, Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú wa.
Àmín.
Àti Ọlọ́run ti ṣe, ó ti ṣe kò sí ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ká fọkàn balẹ̀.
Okay.
Kẹ́rin gbogbo àti ìrìn kankan rally kan ṣe kiri àwọn elections wọ̀nyí. Many people Ọlọ́run tó ń dádúró àwọn ọ̀dàlẹ̀ míì ìsìn la máa mọ̀ wọ́n. So that ká tó délé ìlérí àti mọ̀ wọ́n Ọlọ́run àti yọ wọ́n sọ́tọ̀. Tó bó ṣe rí nìyẹn já fọkàn balẹ̀. It is done already.
It is done already. That's the caller. It is done already. Again, a very good evening to you. If you're watching from New York, it's just coming up to 4 p.m. local time in New York. In Toronto, 4 p.m. In Japan, it's 5 a.m. in the morning. And in Libya, it's 10 a.m. In UK, it's just coming up to 8 p.m. In the back home in Nigeria, or Yoruba time, is actually 9 p.m. So we are still live on Starr Radio UK, and we have a new caller. I say good evening to those of you. Alaba, Damilola watching us. Adewale Lawal, good evening. Olumuyi, and those of you that are traveling, going to Adodota for the rally. We are wishing you safe journey as you're traveling. I just got somebody saying to me, I'm on my way, and I'm still on my way because of the bad road. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Okay, network, let's give them a bit of time. Again, I'm going to be giving you some of the headlines from the newspaper at exactly 8 p.m. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go to the network again. Go ahead. Ekalema. Angboima Ekale Ekabo. Government where Gbajabiamila is holding everybody to strangle. Go ahead, caller. Okay. Okay, we have people in Surulere, so we have a very strong team in Surulere, and I'm sure you're not aware, but I'm afraid now on Surulere. We have Yonkan gone one in Surulere. That's the Yoruba Christian, organization. I don't know the full meaning, but it's Yonkan. But definitely, everywhere is still saying no awareness. But I'm sure back on then ṣe gbọ́n yẹn àwọn ọ̀nà ọgbọ̀wọ́ lè má sọ síta ni ẹ mọ̀ pé àdúgbò Gbajabiamila ní Surulere ti bá right. Hello, caller. Okay, right there, but I've got a number. We will reach out to her. Once again, this is still live broadcast for those of you that are watching us from around the world. My name is Olamide Koiki, and this is how we do it every Wednesday. Look at the map very well and ask yourself, why should we remain in Nigeria in 100 days, Nigerians want to go and vote for election 2023. But the Yorubas and the Biafra are counting down. Hello, good evening and welcome. Those of you that are calling, if it's not a studio number, that call is not going to get through to me. Hello, good evening and welcome to the program.
All right, good evening. Can you hear me very well?
Loud and clear.
Okay. I want to contribute to the program.
Good evening to those of you on the MixLR. A huge number of you tonight. We appreciate you all. Emma Binu, good evening and welcome again, caller, all the way from your location there.
Okay, thank you. So, what we
okay. 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 Okay.
So, with good adequate planning.
With good adequate planning. Okay.
Security, health, traffic, must be in place.
Okay.
At welfare, everything must be in place.
Okay.
So,
okay. Thank you so much. Again, a voice of hope there. As a lot of people are already, seem to be demoralized. Mega rally is coming up in Kwara State, and I'm going to be giving you the details in just about a few minutes. This is Koiki Media, where we give you, the update from Starr Radio UK this evening, which is our sister, partner that we do every Wednesday. And Monday to Friday, you can catch up with me when we discuss issues. I'm going to be giving you all the headline from Nigeria in just about a few minutes at exactly 8 o'clock local time in London. But for now, we have our sister on the line. I say good evening and welcome once again.
Mr. Koike, good evening, sir.
Ekabo Soreto. Ekale Yawa.
Wow. Ejo. Mo ní ìbéèrè kan. Mo dẹ̀ máa fẹ́ bóyá a máa lè ríyàn tó lè bá mi dáhùn sí question yìí. Because ní àti ìgbà yìí, a ti ń gbààwẹ̀, a dẹ̀ ti ń gbàdúrà fún ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation yìí. Wọ́n tún ní pé ká fi túbọ̀ sílẹ̀ láti máa gbààwẹ̀ nìṣó, ká lè tún máa gbàdúrà nìṣó. Ṣé nígbà tí àwọn British tó fẹ́ wá kó wa lẹ́rú, ṣé bí àwọn Yorùbá bí Ọlọ́run ṣe sọ pé kó gbàdúrà kó submit ara wọn fún British nìyẹn ni? Because kò yé mi all the time tábà ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ní ká ti máa gbàdúrà lọ ká ṣe máa ní sùúrù lọ. Ìrètí pípẹ́ ni Yorùbá sọ pé ó máa ń fa ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì ọkàn. Ìrètí pípẹ́ ó máa ń fa ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì ọkàn. Àwọn èèyàn pọ̀ tó yẹ pé struggle yẹn bó ti dàbẹ́ bó ti fẹ́ máa sún wọn. Ó ti fẹ́ máa sún wọn. Yes. So àwọn ṣe pé all the time ló máa sọ pé Joshua sọ pé Elijah sọ pé no àwọn òkè ṣe Elijah Yorùbá náà wá Yorùbá ni wá wọ́n máa bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá ti wá ni wọ́n máa fi Elijah kọ́ wa lọ́rùn àbí Israel jìnnà sí Yorùbá náà wọ́n máa fi kọ́ wa lọ́rùn wọ́n jẹ́ ká máa ṣe tiwa gangan wọ́n ṣe ká ṣe tọmọ Yorùbá tiwa gangan ẹ ṣé.
Thank you so much. That is the view again from one of our sisters, the comrade out there. So let me give you the breakdown of some of the rally that we have, coming up, and likewise, as we say, this is Starr Radio UK. Tomorrow is all happening, right there in Ogun State, Adodota in Ogun State. The Yoruba Nation present mega rally. I believe the word mega rally that has been used, in all the rally was wrong. I did correct them, but it was too late because most of them have already done the flyers and it has circulated. Could you come up with a mega rally? It could have just been called awareness campaign. And then it would then come up with the main picture of the bigger rally. But since mega rally has been used, that is why the word super mega rally is now being used presently for the one that we're expecting. So tomorrow again, the 3rd of November 2022, starting from area to cover Songota, area Aton, Lusada, Ibesa, Alapoti, back to Aton to Sango, and this is all happening from 9 a.m. prompt. And that transmission will be coming from our sister platform, the Koiki Media, as you all know. We'll be bringing you all those from different angles. We have the media that have already arrived in the area. The meeting point tomorrow is under bridge in Sango for you that wants to help them, whether to contribute or whatever. Those are the numbers there that you can call 070-304-16522, 080-304-43935, 080-8374-5405, 0814-080437. Check up for those that come early before the rally commence. So advise your friends and family to be part of that as well. As we are still taking some of your calls, let's go to the next caller. And then those of you that are calling my wrong number, that number will probably be blocked because you will not get through and you will be forced to call the studio number because there was a particular person that kept disturbing us on the other number, even though we were giving the number out. Hello, good evening and welcome to the program. Hello, caller.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Koiki.
Ekabo, you are on.
The White Lion.
Good evening, sir.
Ẹkúṣẹ́ wa Ọlọ́run àtúbọ̀ fún lágbára Ọlọ́run fún lókun àtàgbára ọ.
Àmín.
Gbogbo nǹkan tó ń mú nínú nǹkan yín àti tí ò ní Ọlọ́run àtúbọ̀ fún ọ lẹ́nu ní ọlágbára Ọlọ́run. Ẹ ní ṣíṣe.
Àmín.
Ẹ ní ṣe àṣetì lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Àmín.
So White Lion.
Yes.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má bínú, mo máa fẹ́ lo àkókò díẹ̀ tí mo máa fẹ́ ṣí àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan pẹ̀lú yín.
Okay.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má bínú sí mi. Ṣé rí ẹ ti rí ibi tí wọ́n ti ń pè?
Mo mọ ibi tí wọ́n ti ń pè é máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́yà.
Ẹ ṣe rí ọ̀pọ̀ nínú àwọn bọ́dà wa, àwọn dádì wa àtàwọn mọ́mì wa tó ń pè tí wọ́n ń pariwo pé sùúrù, Joshua, Israeli, this and this. Mo believe pé wọ́n sì mú wọn sí Nàìjíríà. Tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n wà ní location 0 ni, wọ́n á mọ bó ṣe rí. Wọ́n á dẹ̀ mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sáwọn èèyàn. Wọ́n mọ ìgbé ayé tí àwọn èèyàn ń gbé. Mo ṣe wá gba ọ̀rọ̀ kan tí dájú mi máa ń sọ ni. Mo ṣe wá gbàgbọ́ ní lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ní location 0 báyìí sí. Dájú mi máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ kó máa ṣí àwọn ìrírí kan pẹ̀lú wa. Ó máa ní ìgbà táwọn western kìíní dé sí Áfíríkà wípé wọ́n ti mọ̀ wípé tó bá fẹ́ kó Áfíríkà lẹ́rú as a modern slave ẹni láti gba nǹkan mẹ́ta lọ́wọ́ wọn, which is the first thing, fún ẹ̀ slave wọn with their creation, take away their creation, take away their nation and take away their portion. Ṣẹ̀rí wọn ní láti mi ní àwọn tẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run dá wọn ní àkàndá èèyàn nínú ẹ̀mí tó lágbára nínú ẹ̀mí jù ní Áfíríkà wọn ní Yorùbá. Ó ní kò sí ìran tó ní agbára nínú ẹ̀mí tó ìran Yorùbá. Ó ní àwọn ó ṣòun láàánú pé àwọn Yorùbá padà fọ́ sínú ẹ̀sìn àjèjì tí àwọn Áfíríkà àwọn Western region gbé wá. Ṣé ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wa ni pé àwa gba ẹ̀sìn?
Sandra Koko, good evening.
Ṣé ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ni? Torí ṣé ń gbọ́ mi sà?
Yeah.
Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi?
Yeah. I'm going.
Torí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn yìí tí wọ́n kó wa dáàdì mi Muslim jọ bọ̀ wọ́n máa ní ẹ̀sìn tí àwa gbà tàbí ní bọ́ndègè ń pé àwọn Yorùbá wọn ò gba ẹ̀sìn fún bọ́ndègè, wọ́n gba ẹ̀sìn as a bondage ni kò ń ṣe bọ́ndègè. ń pé the first thing that wọ́n dé tí wọ́n fi kó wa lẹ́rú as a modern slave tí àwa nínú ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí sí tí ìyà yìí jẹ wá báyìí báyìí tí àwọn èèyàn ń wàásù Israeli tó ń wàásù Joshua fún wa lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí sí tó ń wàásù fún wa ìyà ẹ̀sìn yìí tó ń jẹ wá ni pé firstly wọ́n ti gba ọ̀ṣọ́ lọ́wọ́ wa, wọ́n gba nation lọ́wọ́ wa lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ sí Mr. Koiki nǹkan táwọn pípọ̀ fẹ́ gbà lọ́wọ́ wa báyìí sí òun ni creation, wọ́n fẹ́ gba creation wa lọ́wọ́ wa. Tí wọ́n bá dẹ̀ ti gba creation yìí lọ́wọ́ wa àti tún láyé nìyẹn, kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ ìran Yorùbá mọ́. Ṣẹ̀rí àwọn tó ti sá lọ sí Canada, tó lọ sí Australia, tó yọ kíní tó ti ní kíní, wọ́n lè má wá sílẹ̀ Yorùbá mọ́ o. Wọ́n wà láyé wọn ni. Bọ́ àwa tá a lágbára láti lè jáde nǹkan. So wọ́n gba kọ́ṣọ̀ yìí lọ́wọ́ wa tó jẹ́ pé àmọ́ òwúrò àṣà wa mọ́, kò ní ìlójú wa mọ́, kò jọ nǹkan lójú wa mọ́. Then dáàdì mi máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ kan, ó ní Yorùbá wọn mọ nǹkan tó ń pè ní operation títí òun fi bí gbogbo ọmọ tóun bí dáàdì mi ìyàwó mẹ́rin ló bímọ fún dáàdì mi ó ní tóun fi bímọ tóun pé òun ojú òun ò gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń pè ní operation rí wọn gbọ́ rí wọ́n ní tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ bímọ tí ìyá ọmọ kò wá rí ọmọ yẹn bí tó ń rọbí fún ọjọ́ méjì wọ́n ní tí wọ́n bá pe ẹni Yorùbá tó bá pe ẹni ẹ̀ débẹ̀ tó bá wò ó lè jẹ́ pé ọmọ yẹn ń bọ̀ wá sáyé àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó wà ní ìdílé yẹn ọmọ yẹn jẹ́ ọmọ ológo ó jẹ́ ọmọ alágbára o kò lè bọ́ sínú ipò tí ìdílé yẹn wà at that moment wọ́n máa ní láti settle condition ẹ̀ kó tó di pé wọ́n máa gbọ́ ọmọ yẹn jáde wọ́n ní tó bá ti rí kinní yẹn báyìí wọ́n á kàn pé bàbá àbí ìyá pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ẹbí wọn wọ́n á sọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n á ní ó yá kó settle kinní yẹn tó bá ti settle ẹ̀ wọ́n ní immediately ọmọ á dẹ̀ jáde wọ́n ní tọ́mọ ẹ̀ bá jáde tán ọmọ ẹ̀ á di ológo á dọ̀lọ́lá á dọ̀lọ́ kìkì ó ní ọmọ ẹ̀ ò ní tòṣì láyé ó ní bọ̀ láyé ìsìn kò sí nǹkan tó jọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ tó bá ti rí pé ìyá ti ń rọbí fún wákàtí mẹ́sàn-án wọ́n á gbé ọ̀bẹ jáde wọ́n á gbé abẹ́rẹ́ jáde wọ́n á bẹ̀ sí gígùn ìyá wọn ò mú pòsíṣàn tọ́mọ ẹ̀ fẹ́ gbà wá ayé tílé ayé bí àwọn kòkòrò ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ní òbí ó ní ìdí tí aṣẹ́wó fi pọ̀ ń tà nìyẹn tí ò lè fi pọ̀ ń tà nìyẹn torí àwọn ọmọ ológun tó wá sílé ayé ipò tó fẹ́ gbà wá sílé ayé òun kọ́ ni wọ́n gbà wá sílé ayé ìgbé ayé tó fẹ́ gbà wá gbé nínú ayé òun kọ́ ni wọ́n gbà wá gbé nínú ayé torí àkọ́kọ́ ẹ̀sìn ti gba nation wa lọ́wọ́ wa àwọn tí nǹkan tó ń jọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ àwọn tó bá fẹ́ máa rántí tó wọn ṣe pé lẹ́ka lọ bá lágbára rí pé ó ti di òun ṣe pọ́nlẹ̀ tó ó ti dá ẹ̀sẹ̀ sẹ́yìn òun ṣe ọmọ Jésù kò ń ṣe ọmọ kínní tànà ń ṣe ọmọ Ọlọ́run wọ́n ní kò sí nǹkan tí Yorùbá fẹ́ dáwọ́lé wọn kọ́kọ́ dárúkọ Ọlọ́run pé kò sí ẹni tó ń mọ Ọlọ́run tó Yorùbá àwọn pípọ̀ yìí dé tán wọ́n gba nation yìí wọ́n gba kọ́ṣọ̀ yìí nísìnyí wọ́n gba creation yìí ni wọ́n retí tí wọ́n gbìyànjú àti gbà lọ́wọ́ báyìí tí gbogbo àwọn ìwà tó ń pariwo tó ń ṣe pé tó ń wàásù tí ò sí ní tí àwọn èèyàn wọ́n wọlé wọ́n pa àwọn èèyàn lójoojúmọ́ wọ́n jẹun àwọn èèyàn lójoojúmọ́ wọ́n kó àwọn èèyàn jẹ lójoojúmọ́.
ẹ ṣé gan nítorí àsìkò ni àmọ́ aláàjì jẹ́ pẹ́ lọ ẹ ṣé gan bàbá wa thank you so much and really go further I believe that again part of the reason why those of us that are campaigning which you all understand my position, self-determination is not a crime. I don't believe that we should continue with Nigeria. I believe that Nigeria should be breaking into many countries, as more than 15 countries can come out of Nigeria. It has been done before during the Soviet Union. So there's no need for us to be worried and concerned for those of us that believe in self-determination. Let's go straight to this caller. Hello, caller. Good evening and welcome to the program. I'm going. Okay. Okay. All right. Mama Riti. Mungo. Okay. All right. When people say that awareness does not mean that they are not aware. What they're just probably saying is, ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ gbé Yorùbá Nation rally wá sí Surulere, ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ gbé wá sí Ojú Ẹlẹ́gba, ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ gbé wá sí Ìkẹjà. And this is why we are now asking that everybody should come out simultaneously. When we come out simultaneously, tó ń ṣe irú tí wọ́n ń ṣe ní irú tó fi ṣe lọ́la àti tó máa ṣe ní Kwara. The Kwara one is coming up. Let's give you the details of that. Once again, this is still Starr Radio UK, the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. Good evening to all our listeners and viewers. On the 5th, there will be a rally in Kwara State. Ó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti Ìsànlú, Ìsìn, Ìjàrà, Ìjì, Òwu, Pamọ́, Ìwó, Òkè, Onígbín, Ọ̀rọ̀, Àjàṣẹ́ Ìpó, and Òmùpó. All this is happening on the 5th. Again, ní ọ̀la, the one tomorrow is Aton, and we've told you that as well. But èyí tí wọ́n ń retí tó máa kágbá gbogbo ẹ̀ òun là ń pè ní super rally. Ekale Yawa, it's been a while. I guess somebody is just saying hello to you, but I've not spotted you there. Mokin Yawa Ojora Elizabeth. And those of you that have joined us on the Instagram as well and all the platforms, it is quite a very packed night on the Mix LR, where you can listen to me, but you'll probably not be able to see me, as I say good evening to every one of you. So when the super rally comes, it will then knock off all these because when everywhere is blocked, nobody's moving everywhere. We are all staying within our territory. There's no transport moving. There's no movement. Then Enito Botele will eventually have to hear as well. Good evening to you, Veronica Oyedele, and the rest of you as well. The young boy that was kidnapped, from Agege, have not yet been found as we have it right now. But we've been given some information that we cannot reveal. But as we speak right now, we do not have it with us. As soon as we have him with us, we will definitely bring him on air. He will then come and tell us everything we need to know. So there's still work ongoing on the man that was taken away from Agege. There was another one that was being told, Tony Laro, but I've been told that has got nothing to do with Yoruba Nation from the feedback I got on that. So that is so far as we have at 12 minutes past 8 p.m. local time on the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. As we say, this is still where you get all the news headlines as well. So I'm going to be giving you all the headlines from the paper, in Nigeria. The pound sterling to Naira. I actually sent money on today, and it was 935 Naira to £1. So my expectation is by weekend, it will be about £1,000 or 1,000 Naira to £1. Wow. The debt of Nigeria today, 2nd of November, is 145 billion US dollars. Our debt today. So today is 2nd of November 2022. Our debt stands at $145 billion. And it's going to take us 40 years to make a repayment back. 40 years. I'll probably be 83 years old. And if 1 million Naira will be 1,000 pounds. Yes. By weekend, I expect the money to be 1,000 Naira to £1. Very sad. Well, Buhari doesn't care. Buhari is in London, while the rest of the presidential candidates. So we are actually 62 trillion. Basically, Nigeria and Jelili, 62.8 trillion naira. Odematekwani. Good evening, my beautiful mother, Buki Sani Oludari, Alaji Smart, Ekale Ekabo Soreto. Good evening to you. Okay, I can now see the comment of my beautiful sister and auntie, Bimileke. I believe you've been working very hard. I hardly see you on the broadcast again. Good evening to those of you watching us on the Instagram, 01 Coded, and the rest of you on all our platforms. As I'm now 15 minutes before I end the program, we might not be able to take more calls because we now have the headlines to give to you all. Sikiru Kodri, good evening to you as well. Temitokwe, no be juju be that. Yes. Add 40 years to your age. And I don't think any one of us have enjoyed Nigeria. Ekale, Babawa, Idowu John, and those of you that have joined us on all the platforms as well. Ayodele Olatune, good evening to you. Abiola Akinola, on going back, Yoruba Nation now, Prophetic Rufus, good evening to you. Owolabi Razak, good evening to you as well. Toriola Jamiu, Johnson, gbogbo ẹni tó bá níyàn kan tí gbọ́ èyí náà ṣe sọ fún wọn ládùúgbò yín pé ǹjẹ́ ti gbọ́ nípa Yoruba Nation rather than keeping it to yourself. Folarin, good evening to you. And now I will be going to see those on the Starr Radio UK. Also remember to follow us on those platforms as well. Now let me give you some of the headline. As I speak to you right now, the Yoruba World Media is having their weekly town hall meeting. You can join them as well. They're having their weekly town hall meeting as we speak right now. should you want to join them so that we can find out what is going on there. A lot of conversation going on, a lot of information out there as well. So let me take us to the news headline as I have them in front of me. Once again, it is Starr Radio UK. We've not been able to play music, recently, and I guess I should just, bring the tempo down a little bit. What do you think? Should we play something? We've not been able to play some music. Okay, I guess we have two more calls. I'm going to squeeze them in quickly. One is from Libya and one is from Canada. So I'm going to call them back, and those will be the last two callers if they're still on the seat. One is from Libya. If you're there, pick up the phone, and you will be the one, and the one next will be the last caller on the program tonight. And then it will be a week again. So you only have about less than a minute plus. Go ahead and let's hear from you. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Good evening, sir. Mr. Kwesi.
Ekabo.
Alani mo jẹ́ láti ilẹ̀ Libya.
Ekale.
Mo Ekale mo wo program mi, so mo dẹ̀ ní mo ní interest sí lé lórí mi. Àmọ́ tèmi kọ́ lè sọ di lórí mi pé ṣé ti rí woman kan tó kọ́kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa religion. Lóòótọ́ woman yẹn tẹ́ bá rántí pé woman yẹn sọ yìí pé òun fẹ́ reply káwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀ sí nǹkan tó ń sọ. Ṣé ti rí lóòótọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọgbọ́n ọmọdé tèmi? Wọ́n ní bí èèyàn bá sọ lẹ́nu èèyàn sọ àpòyàkọ́ ni, gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan tí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe túmọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ tí woman yẹn sọ. Jẹ́ tí ọ̀rọ̀ tí woman yẹn sọ ọ̀rọ̀ gidi ni o, because láti ta àṣà àti ṣe wa o. Muslim ni mí lóòótọ́, ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀lí Muslim from day one because I'm a Christian. Oníkálukú ló tún sí kìíní ṣe tí ẹ wá rí ẹ̀sìn méjèèjì tá à ń sọ yẹn. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀sìn yẹn kọ́ ló ń ṣàfù ẹ̀sìn yẹn ò ń ṣe ẹ̀sìn.
What that's your own personal view, but not the view of everybody.
That is my own. Yes, that is my
so
own
let's
personal.
start here. Your own personal view.
Yorùbá sọ wípé ó ní ìṣẹ̀ṣe làgbà, which everybody mọ̀. Ṣé tí bá ṣe sọ nǹkan wà nù, ká sọ nǹkan wà nù, tí àvádùn nǹkan wà yẹn, òun ló fìyà jẹ wá di èmi tá wà.
Well, I'm sure when we have a nation of our own, we will be able to give that value and respect to it. And that will then add, to others that we already have, because I'm sure, wherever we are living right now in our, in different part of the world, they have their own religion. They also respect other views as well. So as much as yes, go ahead quickly because I need to. Well, I mean, it's going to be part of the Constitution. Yoruba language is going to be our major language, so there's no need for us to even give. Okay.
For good 9 years.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm sure we will all survive. I gotta let you go now because, like I said, we're just about 10 minutes, and I want to take the next caller quickly, and that will be the last call. Right. Like I said, religion is not the reason why we're asking for self-determination. Let us always remember that, and that is the argument that the British government is saying, that we are always fighting communion clashes, and that is something that we need to be very, very careful, especially the international community. Hello, caller, you're going to be our last caller on the program tonight. Ekabo Soweto. Awania.
Àwọn news ayé ìgbà yẹn ti kọjá. Gbogbo nǹkan tí a ní ìdí nísìnyí òun ni pé ká gbájúmọ́ nǹkan tá a ṣe. Ká fi àwọn ènìyàn wa balẹ̀ pé nǹkan tá a ṣe à ń ṣe ó dẹ̀ máa bọ̀ sí. Owó la ní ìdí nísìnyí láti parí gbogbo nǹkan tá a tó wà nílẹ̀. Kí gbogbo nǹkan ó lè bọ̀ sí. Ṣùgbọ́n tí a bá
ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ wo kálíìsì lè mi. Now every Friday la máa gbàdúrà fún ní Nàìjíríà ó ṣe kìíní. Now at this age of mine ṣé Nàìjíríà ti change? Ẹ jẹ́ gbogbo kí wọ̀nyẹn ẹ jẹ́ ká gbàgbé ẹ̀. Nǹkan tí a need nísìnyí ẹ̀ ní gbogbo àwọn Yorùbá wa ẹ̀jọ̀ ogun la need láti lè prepare gbogbo nǹkan tá a fẹ́. Ó rálì wa ní gbogbo ẹ̀ kó lè bọ́ sí. Torí àwọn òkè tó bá ṣe rálì ẹlòmíì ó lè jẹ́ pé ibi tó ti rìn lọ á lẹ́ accident á ṣe kìíní ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀wá á need treatment ogun la máa fi ṣe gbogbo wọn ìyẹn gan ló yẹ ká máa polongo. Ayé ká gbàgbé ọ̀rọ̀ bíbélì ọ̀rọ̀ kíníkan wọn ni. Mi sọ pé ká gbàgbé ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run I'm not saying that. Ṣùgbọ́n ká face reality. Ọlọ́run aṣẹ́ àmàjà tanra wa jẹ Ọlọ́run lè wá látòkè ọ̀run aláti àwọn fúnra wa láti gbìyànjú láti ṣe fúnra wa. Tá a bá ti fẹ́ àtiwọ́ ṣáàpù ká mú owó jáde. Ní gbogbo nǹkan ká lè ṣe ó lè bọ́ sí àkọ́kọ́ àgbàdúrà lọ́la Ọlọ́run ní kí wọ́n sàpọ̀ ẹni. Ẹ jọ ní gbogbo ẹ jẹ́ ká fọkàn sí ká dá owó gbogbo nǹkan tó yẹ ká ṣe ká lè ṣe lásìkò. Orí a ní ìdí fún security.
Thank you so much, and that is going to be our last call for the time being. Now let's go back and give us some of the headlines. Thank you so much, African Confidential. Shegun Ono, we need to get practical. Temitope Daniel Sakoiki, your seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, and years are blessed in Jesus' name. Thank you so much. King Mirado, how I wish you use additional 1 hour more because your program always they suit me. IJ, okay. Let's come out from the Star Radio in just 7 minutes, and then we'll probably continue that. Let me give you some of the headlines. Emma Bino, we cannot take any more calls right now. We appreciate those of you that are watching us around the world as we continue, the preparation, and our quest for the self-determination. Let me take you through those headlines as we have them this morning. Autumn gives article conditions for support. Okay, 1 minute. Let me take them one at a time. This is coming from the Daily Sun. 2023, Okowa to Igbo. Don't abandon PDP candidate, your son-in-law. Osun drama as INEC denies own document at tribunal. Autumn gives article conditions for support. Warns PDP candidate of consequences of ignoring 5 governors. Medical trip, Buhari not transmitting power to Osibajo, unconstitutional clerk. 1 fair dead as fire god building in Lagos. Oil marketer dumped official ex-depot price as fuel scarcity persists. Outrage as Davido's sons drowned at home. Let's go look at the next paper. The Daily Times, 2023, no plan to remove INEC chairman Adesina. All journalists not to give attention to people with hidden intention to disrupt 2023 election. Federal government owes highway contractor 10.4 trillion naira. Federal government restate commitment to prosecute perpetrators of electoral violence. Terror alert by U.S. orders not proper. Federal government will beef up security within around Abuja. Nigerian Tribune. EFCC raids Abuja Forex Trade Office as scramble for dollar pushes exchange rate to 825 naira at the parallel market. 4 dead policemen, others injured as bank generator explode in Lagos State. I'm sure some of you saw those images, a very sad one. Tinubu meet business leaders in Lagos, present economic blueprint. 1.4 billion naira bank fraud. EFCC arrest Kogi Assembly candidate with 326 million naira cash and $610 million cash. Wow. Passengers stranded as aviation union shut down Lagos airport. Endorsement Tinubu Obi presidential ambitions tear Afenifere apart. I am still the leader of Afenifere. Fashion Oti. Mind at all. It looks like there is fight between Pa Adebanjo and Afenifere Fashion Oti. Vanguard, how are we fight insecurity? Boost Economy by Tinubu. Kwankwaso present 180-page manifesto in Abuja. 2023, we will prosecute perpetrator of electoral violence, Malami. That's if there's going to be an election. Tinubu Obi endorsement split Afenifere. Wow, that's the New Telegraph. The Guardian, 2023 rift widen in the southwest over Afenifere endorsement style. Stakeholder canvas retooling of eligible customer policy as 9,000 megawatt power remain stranded. They are fighting against each other. Africa Confidential say, okay, fight among irrelevant old people. Sorry, but yeah. It seems that the two old men are fighting who is the leader and who is not the leader. This day, Tinubu, I will end fuel subsidy. Shaitima, we will retire Atiku to Dubai. Declare former vice president is a bottled water seller, not businessman. Interesting time ahead. Atiku Tinubu will be send condolence to the videos of our son. I'm not sure why they are not sending condolence to those 39 children that have been kidnapped already. Kwankwaso unveiled blueprint promise improve security and 750,000 Nigerians to be recruited into the military. Agbado and cassava. I will unbundle transmission to provide power, says Tinubu. Ayu can't lead PDP to victory. Wiki insists. Fashion Roti Afenifere has endorsed Tinubu. Passengers stranded as union pickpocket at the Muritala Mohammed Airport. This is coming from The Nation. Investor lost 2.8 trillion. A sell-off worsened. Police probe Davido domestic worker over son's death. And the last one is coming from the Daily Trust. Parent cried out as the terrorists adopted 39 children from Castina farm. 2 soldiers, 25 ISWAP fighters killed in a gun duel in Borno State. Don't ignore US-UK terror alert, reps tell federal government. We have devised tactics to overwhelm enemies, the army chief. The army chief is also saying that we should go and Mickey Babs is so angry. Interesting. Hakim Yusuf. Well, I think I cannot go further than this. Alabi, Hakim Owolabi, good evening. And to all our listeners from around the world, that is how far we can go on Starr Radio. Wow. Yami just put a super chat there saying, White Lion Olodumare is threatening you. Thank you so much. Remember that we are still taking your support. For those of you that wants to support us, remember that we are really asking for your donation voluntarily. If you know that you have question mark on the money, please do not donate. It's a voluntary donation to support those at home. Let me show you these beautiful images that I've just received from Yoruba land as one of our consignment arrived in Ile Yoruba. As you can see here, that's the beautiful Yoruba flags that arrived already in Yoruba land. And as you can see there, we need more people to continue to support. It is your support that is pushing this. So we're planning to raise £20,000. So far, the night before, on the 31st of October, we raised £550, including the one that came in the next day. On that show, we raised £320. But when I woke up the next morning, there was still bit that was coming through. We also raised $220, and I believe, we'll be updating that to what we raised so far, for the £20,000. Keep that, voluntary support coming. Remember to put your donation on Ominira account, likewise the central account. But like I say, this is the beautiful over 5,000 small flags, 500 mediums, and 100 by 150. And someone actually paid full price for me to make a big one, the 25 meter, just like the one here. And I'm going to be handing over back in just about a few minutes to the studio. So we also have this one this one is already at home, but we've already got a new one that was also, sent to Yoruba land. And that one is the one that we have right here. Let me show you the image. It's 25 meters. It's about almost 16 kg. And you can imagine 16 kg. All this is now on the ground. They will be useful towards the super rally. So for those of you that were asking, Mr. Koiki, kí lẹ pín sínú gigantic box yìí. I can now confirm tonight on Star Radio UK that that is a 25-meter flag that we have been waiting for. It's brand new, and we say thank you so much to that individual brother in the United States of America that sent us the money to produce this gigantic 25-meter flag. Yeah, no, they've not released them already, Yawa Elizabeth. The boy has not been released, but we've already found out his location, but we are going to be giving an update on that very soon. I'm talking about the young boy that was removed from Agege last week in the meeting they were having. That is how far we can go tonight. So if you're wondering, we were in 33 this, and I was asking, guess what is inside? I can tell you now that that is a 25-meter flag that we have been waiting for. It's a new one that was just produced. It has arrived home, and then it will be taken to the right place in preparedness. And this is the old one that we had in London during June 12. As you can tell there, that is the length of it. It's 25 meters. And the new one will also be helping us, in one of the states that we're not going to mention right now. But for now, this one will be put together. Please, let us remain patient. It's not a lot that will go around, but we will try our best to make sure that we can keep the push for the flags. Keep us supporting us. We are planning to do something different again now. Probably maybe not flags for the time being. We're planning to do something something important that will also help, the visualization of the Yoruba nation. We believe the flag has been very, very visual, across the Yoruba land. Maybe not enough, but we're expecting others to do the same thing as well. That is how far I can go. And I'm going to hand over now to my producer, Mr. Frank David and Mr. Archie Amon. My name is Ola Yomi Koiki, and I say thank you so much to everyone that have joined us tonight. If you've not been able to get through, bear with us. You will definitely get through, during the next week edition when we're going to come back again. But for now, again, we apologize for those of you that couldn't get through. Quite a lot of comment is coming on the Star Radio. Let me quickly read them to appreciate you. Michael Abioye, my opinion is that please, what everyone takes some few things along to eat. Larry Aregbe says, Olayomi. Well, you called me Olayemi. I'm going to take that as well. You sent me a lot of love. I take it as well. Anu Oladipupo, Mr. Koiki, please go and read about the independence of Iran under Ayatollah. Okay, I will do that, and I will use that for a program. When will Baba Akintoye and Professor Adeniro commission the Oduduwa Radio with question mark? We were told last week Friday it's going to be up and running. I don't know any details about that because the other radio, as Babaki said, is a project that has now failed. So we have to move on that. Even though 15 million was what we raised on our platform, but this is the right why I said this time around we are not handing money to anybody. Whatever we want to do, I will be the one in charge so that I know that the money that you are giving us will be used for the purpose, not for halfway project. That is how far we can go tonight. And I will now say to my producer at the back end to now take over. Sorry, we cannot take any more calls, for now. And I can always say, Yoruba nation is a right to self-determination. Biafra nation is a right to self-determination. And likewise, those that also want to have, freedom, it doesn't come to you. You have to get those freedom. And this is the final track. I say good morning, good evening, and bye for now. Okay, it seems my producer have said we can do, we will be back next week. That is how far we can go tonight. Thank you so much, and bye for now. Okay, àti padà sí ọ̀dọ̀ ara wa báyìí. Let me bring my screen. Àkí gbogbo alẹ́ kan sí. It's been an amazing night. As usual, adúpẹ́ fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́. I don't think I can go too far anymore. It's been a long night. It's been a long day as usual. I know a lot of us, we want it done right now. Rally my daddy, whether Emma Bino, I couldn't do this. I looked like my lips were so dry when I was running the program because the Nikon were in control of the back end. So, you know, Starr Radio. You know, mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí pé a kú ètò èyí tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wa náà iṣẹ́ lẹ́ ń ṣe àwa tí ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ náà iṣẹ́ náà ni it's not easy 3 hours 2 hours 4 hours 5 hours you know running a program it's not easy but ní jẹ́ kí ó sú wa mo mọ̀ pé gbogbo wa wà very very bitter pé it looks like there's a delay, you know, and we're not sure why there's a delay. All I can say is, as much as it's looking like there's a delay, there is also a lot of things being finalized. So I have no doubt in my mind, but definitely as a lot of you also know that there's no doubt. It's just that delay is what people are concerned with. The more tabank pay, so that we are facing just one image. Kimama will be long because it looks like okay, Mute end the Skype me. Alright, Otibani end the Lodon. Moki gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí pé iṣẹ́ ọ̀dùn àtàgbé dání kò ní sú wa, kò ní rẹ̀ wá. A ti wà ní last lap and a gbọ́dọ̀ wà too much in the hope pé kò ní bọ́ sí àwọn èèyàn ti náwó ẹ ti nọ́ra ẹ ti a dẹ̀ ṣe máa ṣe so much but ẹ má yẹ kó sú wa ó yẹ ní sìn instead a máa fi máa jẹ́ kó fi sú wa ẹ jẹ́ ká plan ahead ní agbègbè wa ní community wa láti fi prepare. Okay, Starr Radio say well done for the good job. In tá à ń ṣe in tí mo fẹ́ kí gbogbo èèyàn lè ṣe in the future tí Yorùbá land bá dúró wà lè sọ̀rọ̀ ìjọba kankan nílé ìdẹ́rùbẹ̀ pé kò ṣetán lórí rédíò kó má lè lọ́lé káyẹ̀ máa já you understand all these threats is not something we should tolerate. Gbogbo threat yẹn is something that we kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀ but ẹ wo Nàìjíríà nísìn tó bá sọ tó bá ní àyà ò ní lè súnlé àfẹ́rọ ayé bẹ́yẹn ìyẹn la ṣe ń ja ìjà òmìnira ẹ̀ freedom of speech you're right Sonic or Sonky my brother àfi jẹ́ kí a ní ẹ̀tọ́ láti disagree pẹ̀lú ìjọba gbogbo ìtẹ́mi máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ sí Buhari kankan yẹn it's normal thing but àwọn ọ̀fẹ́ yẹn ìyẹn làwọn politician yẹn náà ṣe ń sapá gan apá tó dẹ̀ ń sá ni pé káwọn lè rí election ṣe àbọ̀rọ̀ mi yé nísìn tiwa ni pé káwa stop kán má rí election ṣe ẹ tó wá fẹ́ ṣe election nílẹ̀ Ìgbò àbílẹ̀ Haúsá wọ́n ní right o bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ tiwa a gbọ́dọ̀ sapá pé election yẹn ò bọ́ sí òyìnbó kọ́ ló máa wá stop yẹn fún wa àwa la máa stop ẹ̀ tẹ bá rò pé òyìnbó ló máa wá dá dúró no òyìnbó lè stop ẹ̀ láyé òyìnbó ò lè ever stop pé kí election máa wáyé nílẹ̀ location 419 yẹn. If you say you don't need any news from Nigeria, you have to remember, Star Radio is an international platform, so I can understand Ebanef news, but that's part of the protocol, so I have to follow those protocol. Abaram unity. So let us continue to tell our people back home. Àwọn tó ń tẹ̀ ń fi ó pé kíní tí ń fẹ́ máa pẹ́. For me, I keep telling you, if Soviet Union bá lè break ní December 26, àwa máa set record tó máa jù yẹn lọ, tó máa da jù yẹn lọ. And what I mean by that is, tí wàá máa wáyé before December 26. There's no sharing all these, these Baba joke make it Tinubu. No, I don't agree with that, and I don't believe that. But agbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ kẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nu kó má dàbí wà tẹ́ pé à ń parí lẹ́nu mọ́, and that's exactly what we don't want. If I can talk, tẹ́yìn bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ agbọ́dọ̀ parí lẹ́nu mọ́, ìyẹn la ṣe máa ń allow yín kí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kó flow jáde. Tí bá ti rí ibi tẹ́lẹ̀ mi gbọ́rọ̀ lọ, a lè cut it off. Fóònù yẹn já ni. No, we don't want to do that. A fẹ́ kẹ́ fi ẹ̀dùn ọkàn yín wọ̀n. But pé bàbá máa dúró pé kí Tinubu lọ jẹ president ká tó ṣe Yorùbá nation declaration, and no, it's not gonna happen. That I'm not gonna take that on board. I'm not. Oh yes, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ lè sọ̀rọ̀, kẹ́ bínú normal nìyẹn. But pé bàbá máa dúró kí Tinubu election should be around February, which is about 4 months or thereabout. Job tàwa ni pé káwa stop it with all our civil disobedience. Bàtà ìyá tó bá sí movement. Tẹ̀bá dẹ̀ sọ pé kò ní sí movement. Okay, ẹ wo Lagos State nísìn. Lánàá kọ́nà àbíjẹta. I don't know what the situation is today. Bí a washing strike or what the color of strike. They were able to paralyze Lagos State without transport. Just àwọn transport worker nìyẹn wọ́n paralyze Lagos. Ẹ lọ wo airport ìyẹn lánàá Muritala Mohammed airport. Àìmọye àwọn tó máa miss flight wọn because there was a protest. Just small numbers nìyẹn mo pẹ́ follow me. Ẹ kálẹ̀ gbèjà ní Ọlọ́run. Numbers kékeré làwọn numbers tí mò ń sọ yẹn àwọn aviation workers ó dà pọ̀ ní àwọn 50 wọ́n dismiss wọn. I don't know what the situation is. Wọ́n wá bínú wọ́n block airport, block this, block that. It's okay. Imagine táwa bá máa jáde. Okay, wọ́n strike ẹ̀ ṣì ń lọ, so that means pé àwọn onímọ́tò jáde lé ní àbí MC Olúọmọ onírówó gbà ní wíìkì nìyẹn. Ẹ wá imagine táwa bá jáde láti Kwara State tá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí block everywhere, block títí dé Lagos State. Kí lẹ rò bó máa ṣẹlẹ̀? Mo ń bèrè ni o. Ẹ̀yin tá ń sọ pé àwọn kan ì tí gbọ́. Nígbà tí èèyàn bá lè move láti point A to B, then àwọn kan ní ìbọ̀ tá bá lọ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ a máa ní àwọn èèyàn lára. Àwọn èèyàn wà nínú ìnira already. Ìyẹn gan máa pé wa because a lè fún àwọn èèyàn lóúnjẹ, a lè tọ́jú àwọn èèyàn láàrin time yẹn. Because the government. Mo sọ fún yín pé àwọn tó ń wọṣọ military ẹ lọ gbọ́ interview àwọn ọmọ tó kidnap ní ìjọ Friday. Tó bá ti di 9 o'clock máa pa broadcasting, so I only have 15 minutes more. Mo tẹ̀ mọ̀ pé producer mi ní pé tí bá fẹ́ go into 9 o'clock ó ti send message sí mi because of the glitch ta ní láàrin méjì yẹn. Nígbà tí àwọn ọmọ yẹn ṣe interview pẹ̀lú Punch newspaper, ó náà tó ẹ mọ̀ pé ìyá yẹn náà sọ nínú fídíò pé ó wọ kító, onísójà tó wọ kító, but àwọn wọn ṣe sójà, terrorist ni wọ́n. I keep saying that àwọn governors wa ti gbàbọ̀dé because Ṣèyí Mákindé àti ta ló wà ní route yẹn ká ní Ṣèyí Mákindé Sanwó-Olú àti Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yẹn wọ́n lè fi sójà àti security láti lẹ́ǹtì Lagos Ibadan expressway yẹn títí dé Ìbàdàn. All they have to do is just mount that security architect and they can use technology to do it. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé gbogbo highway tó wà ní abroad ó ní CCTV tó fi monitor distance to distance wọ́n ti mọ iye kilometre tí CCTV yẹn máa capture from ibi tí yẹn bá dúró ìmí àtúgbé wá dé máa wo ní ọkọ̀ máa employ èèyàn bíi mẹ́rin márùn-ún àbí mẹ́fà àbí 20 wá kàn jókòó sí iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ní pé kọ́ jókòó wọ́n ní kinní kan bíi gear wọ́n lè zoom in nígbà míì àwọn oríṣiríṣi nǹkan máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí motorway ẹlòmíì lè park ibi tó dẹ̀ park sí yẹn tí trailer bá ń bọ̀ akọ̀ gbádànù ni lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ wọ́n máa rédíò patrol tó wà ní area yẹn wá jáde I mean time tó fi ń kidnap àwọn èèyàn time tí security lè débẹ̀ láti gba àwọn èèyàn sílẹ̀ ẹ̀yin wá ń rò pé Ṣèyí Mákindé ó gbádùn ẹ rò pé Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún gbádùn ẹ rò pé Lagos State Governor gbádùn ó gbádùn so tẹ́yìn bá wá sọ pé káwọn warrior kan wọnú gbó lọ èmi máa bí yín pé warrior wo kí ni iṣẹ́ governor iṣẹ́ wo ni governor gbà ẹ mọye billions of naira tó wà lọ́wọ́ àwọn people 20,000 pounds ni mo fi raise nísìn ẹlòmíì nísìn gbogbo wa ṣe ń gbowó yẹn táwọn sọpá ti gbowó báyìí ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ orí owó yẹn ló wà mo ṣeré o ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ orí owó yẹn ló wà odindi house of rep ní Kogi wọ́n bá cash owó 320 million naira wọ́n bá lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ dọ́là tó ní kò sí nílé dọ́là tó ní wà scarcity pé wọ́n rí dọ́là òun nìkan wọ́n bá 625 kò ń ṣe thousand o $625 million bọ́n wọ́n ń béèrè pé gbogbo àwọn tó máa ń pariwo ẹ ti scam ẹ ti ṣe gbà ìjà tẹ̀ ti rí $625 million látijọ́ tí gbogbo owó tí gbogbo wa ti ná I don't know gbogbo owó tí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ti ná látijọ́ ta ti ń ṣe Yorùbá nation for 3 years ìjà ti ná close to $625 million èyí tẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi ẹ sọ yes or no I don't think we spend up to that. I'm asking. I want to see the comment. Shatinoto $625 million. Èèyàn kan péré. Ta ló kówó yẹn fún? Níbo ló ti rí owó yẹn? And kò sí títì ní Kogi, kò sí omi, kò sí iná, kò sí welfare. Everybody agrees. Àìtí ná tó $625 million. Ẹ̀mọ́ tó ń pè ní 625 ẹ̀mọ́ tó ń pè ní kò ń ṣe thousand ni mò ń sọ ìwọ náà wá wò nísìn tó bá wà lọ gbọ́ program àwọn Pilado àbóǹgbà àwọn blogger tó ń sọ pé gbogbo àwọn Yorùbá nation wọ́n kówó jẹ mo bọ̀ ní sùúrù àbọ̀rọ̀ mi yé nísìn tí o bá wà lọ gbọ́ àwọn tó bá ń sọ jágbajàgba nonsense tó máa ní gbogbo àwọn Yorùbá nation scammer ni wọ́n ti kówó yín jẹ wọ́n ti ṣe kinní kan wọ́n ti ṣe gbá wọ́n ti ṣàwo Kóìkì ti kówó jẹ ó ti ralé ó ti kọ́ kinní èèyàn kan ṣe wá mọ̀ tó wá ṣẹlẹ̀ nísìn ṣe mọ̀ pé bọ́n ṣe rí owó yẹn àwọn EFCC ṣe rò pé gbogbo owó yẹn ló máa kó fún gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì padà ṣé ẹ rò pé gbogbo owó tí ẹ̀ka lẹ́yìn bàbá wa Razak Kẹ́hìndé ṣe rò pé gbogbo owó tí wọ́n náà gbà lọ́wọ́ arákùnrin yẹn ṣé gbogbo ẹlẹ́rùpọ̀ máa gbà padà ṣé gbogbo ẹlẹ́rùpọ̀ máa kó fún ní EFCC máa kọ sílẹ̀ pé nígbà tá a lọ síbẹ̀ o I mean that's what they're telling us we don't even know they're not gonna do that ẹ̀mọ ìtọ́ ti máa yọ nínú ẹ̀ easily wọ́n lè yọ $5 million ẹ̀mọ ìtọ́ ń pè ní $625 million ni $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, $4 million, $5 million, $6 million. So all I can say is reason tí irú àwa ṣe ń bínú burúkú nìyẹn pé ó náà pa àwọn èèyàn wà ní ẹ̀ understand nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣá èèyàn kan nìyẹn ní Kogi state kò ń ṣe Lagos state o ẹ wá imagine èyí tó ń jí nínú Lagos state but àwọn kan nísìn iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ní pé o ti gbọ́ pé scammer ní gbogbo wọn scamanja ní gbogbo wọn wọ́n kàn ń gba owó ni wọ́n ń gbowó ni because wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwa ta sọ pé ká lọ nínú ọdún yìí àdúró pé inú ọdún yìí ni tá bá ti ń sọ pé anybody tó bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ next year ẹ mọ̀ pé nìyẹn òun gangan ní kẹ́ lọ́ máa wò kí la fẹ́ dúró de next year fún when we can wrap it up this year kí la fẹ́ máa dúró de next year nígbà tá a lè wrap it up this year bí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ṣe pè lẹ́ǹkan pé a lè sọ pé a máa ní gbogbo nǹkan tá a fẹ́ fi kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà bá a lè ṣe fẹ́ ni ṣe a ní fighter jet ni ṣe a ní helicopter Apache ni we don't have all those things but what we have is the determination that we are going and we are going irú àwọn tájú olórí láǹpasá yẹn tó ń béèrè pé kí ni blueprint wa ẹ béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé nígbà táwọn òyìnbó dé tó fi wá kó gbogbo alẹ́rú sọ fún wa ní blueprint ṣé òyìnbó fún wa ní blueprint nígbà tó kó 371 ethnic group tó kó gbogbo àpapọ̀ tó wọ́n sọ fún wa nínú lẹ́tà àti ka lẹ́tà yẹn fún wa ní gbogbo ìgbà tó ń sọ nínú lẹ́tà I think the last letter pé ká lọ sort it out láàrin ara wa. That was the letter the UK government. I only have 8 minutes. 9 p.m. exactly. I'm at Pareto. Letter toko. The UK government shares your constituent concern about the range of security challenges in Nigeria. Ta ló dá wàhálà security sílẹ̀. Tó bá jẹ́ pé àwọn òyìnbó fi wá sílẹ̀ ní territory sí territory bó ṣe bá wa tí wọ́n join wa papọ̀. Ṣá máa worry nípa security ní 2022. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ronú. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jókòó, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé yẹ̀wò, ẹ jẹ́ ká má fi sentiment sọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀. Britain kò ní bá yín pín Nàìjíríà. Crisis ló máa pín Nàìjíríà. Crisis ló máa pín. Bọ̀ kí crisis tó bẹ̀rẹ̀, àkọ́kọ́ máa jáde, a máa ṣàríyá. Gbogbo tó lókàlùkù kódà ẹ ní láti consult mi kẹ́ tó ṣe anything. Báàlẹ̀ ṣé nígbà tẹ́ bá ń ṣe nǹkan nílé látijọ́ tẹ́ ti ẹni tó wà nílé àtẹni tó ti jáde nígbà tẹ́ bá ń ṣe ìyàwó tẹ́ ń ṣe kómọ tẹ́ ń kọ́lé tẹ́ ń ralẹ̀ tẹ́ ń ra ìyẹ̀pẹ̀ tẹ́ ń ra sí ẹ̀ ń pè mí kẹ́ tó rà. Why do you need me then to tell your people in that area? Ẹ̀yin ní kẹ́ support àwọn tó wà nílé irú dádì wa tó pè ẹ̀ báwo ni transport ẹ̀yin ní kẹ́ lọ support wọn àwọn tó wà nílé olówó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ní láti contact anybody tó bá jẹ́ pé àkàkọ́ fún Kóìkí ó máa fi jẹ gúgúrú ni ó máa fi jẹ bọ̀lì ni ẹ sọ́tẹ̀ á fúnra yín nígbà tẹ́ ń ra lé tẹ́ ń ra lẹ̀ tẹ́ ń ra cement tẹ́ ń ra yẹ̀pẹ̀ kò ní bẹ́ ṣe ń control wọn tó fi bá yín kólé yẹn tó fi gbedele ni ẹni tó ní hotel ẹni tó ní business crisis ló máa end ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ crisis gidi àpogun o but crisis gidi ẹni tó bá mọ tán pè ní crisis kẹlẹ́ máa wá lórí dictionary kí ló jẹ́ pé a máa lọ ní wọ́dọ́wọ́ kò sí kankan tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ sùúrùtù gidi sòyìnlá ní sọ fún ìtẹ̀wà ńlé a ti rẹ́dí a ti gbára àná ẹ̀ gbáradì ẹ lọ dira dáadáa ẹ lọ gbáradì nítorí pé ìgbáradì ti yín ló fẹ́ ran àwọn tí wọ́n ẹlòmíì ò gbáradì bá ṣe sọ yìí ẹlòmíì ò gbá ẹ̀yin lẹ máa wá di security láàrin wa nígbà tá a bá jáde ní Ondo state ní Ọ̀ṣun state ní Èkìtì state ní Kogi state ní Kwara state ní Ọ̀yọ́ state ní Lagos state ẹ̀yin lẹ máa jẹ́ security fún wa ẹ rò pé British máa kó sójà wá bá yín fi protect ara yín ni no kàkà bẹ́ẹ̀ wá ta ìbọn fáwọn Fúlàní tó máa fi pa wá dànù èèyàn kankan ọ̀dẹ̀ ní kú láàrin wa ẹ lọ gbáradì gidi in tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí ó ń ṣe nǹkan kékeré gbogbo ìtẹ́ ń pè ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ nísìn ẹ lọ declare nísìn in tó le gidi máa ní so àwa tá a dẹ̀ ti ṣe tán ta fẹ́ lọ a gbọ́dọ̀ prepare kò ń ṣe ìta máa ṣe pàpàpàpàpà tí gbogbo no tó bá ṣe pàpàpàpà máa dúró kò sí ìyàn kankan ìyá lọ sẹ́ni ọ̀run ń yá bọ ní Nàìjíríà gbọ́dọ̀ wò ó inú ọdún yìí dẹ̀ ni àdè gbọ́dọ̀ delay ju bó ṣe yẹ lọ but we still have the time to finish the project tó gbọ́dọ̀ tán ni Amẹ́ríkà ò ní dá sí tó wà nílẹ̀ crisis la Amẹ́ríkà ń dá sí àdéhùn jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ so to di ọ̀la lágbára Elédùmarè bàbá ní strength ẹ̀ so bó ṣe jẹ́ ní àǹfààní àpò mi bá ṣe ṣe tán so ẹ̀ tó bá àwọn media wà live ẹ̀ tó bá fi lọ join wọn ṣèbí mi ṣe wà báyìí nísìn à ń lọ́lé báyìí have a long drive back home. Mo kí gbogbo yín o, odò àgbéwà kò ní gbé ọ̀dàlẹ̀ o. Ẹ̀bọ̀ àwọn kan máa ẹ má fún àwọn kan ní nọ́mbà coordinator for where ọ̀run ya bọ̀ ni àti ẹni tó ń bọ̀ àtẹni tó wà tó bá yá torí pé àwọn tó wà nílé ò tí ì rí red line ni tó bá rí red line nísìn everywhere ma red completely. Bye for now. Orílẹ̀-èdè kàgbéga 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 ìgbàgbọ́ láti bẹ̀rù ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ìṣọ̀kan ní kẹjẹ tẹ̀síwájú fọ́pọ̀ ire. Ọmọ Odùduwà bọ́ sí ipò ìwọ ni o ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀ àwa ni Yorùbá lọ.